Hey everybody, it's me, Taylor. Not too much to say. Haven't streamed since Sunday morning where I played a lot of this, and we're gonna play more of this. So let's play more of this. Yeah. Pillars of Eternity, that is. Oh, look at me, I've been doing research. I already had the game preloaded up like a good streamer. How about that? Okay. Now we're on the hunt for this dwarf guy. Not sure we're likely to find him here. In fact, I had designs on leaving here because we talked the old lady into killing herself. That sounds way worse than it actually is, trust me. Trust me. You have no reason to trust me. Also trust me when I say I definitely wasn't looking up the solution to where we need to go next. Trust me. Trust me. I think it's Elm's Reach. I think. I believe we're in for a fight when we get in here, by the way. Based on research I definitely didn't do. Oh, I nailed it. Nice.
Palagina, I've kneecapped people who are nicer to me than these brothers of yours.
Ooh, that's
There's
way
no
too high.
point to staying mad at them. Besides, I serve the Dukes. They appreciate me, even if the brothers don't.
Any merc company would execute half its foot soldiers to have you.
Well, if the Dukes ever tire
Stop
of my
hitting on her,
service,
Manea.
at least I know I have options.
I hope those two make it. Let's build new shit. Mercenary Captain Esmar found himself surrounded by Glenfathans while trespassing on their territory. Glenfathans agreed to let him go if I took him prisoner. Okay. Alright, interesting. Don't remember completing that, but sure. Running out of stuff to build, which is good. Hopefully we can complete this whole thing. Get a nice big fat achievement for it. Sure, library. What's going on, Zeb? How you doing? Not much going on here. Just started the stream. I was just saying I definitely didn't look at a walkthrough before the stream today. So don't mind the remarkably quick progress I make for the first part of the stream. You ordered a checkbook today. Okay, cool. Did you get cool like anime stuff on it? Those are options, you know. You can get waifus on your checks. Oh, very nice. What's going on here? Hi, warriors and huntresses. Oh, word. What the fuck is this? Does nobody give a shit about me? Well, that's cool. I only write one check a month, and that's my rent check. No, I have no idea what my bank info is. I have to look at my checks too. Yeah, no. And honestly, I don't even know how to put money into my bank by talking to a person. I have to do it through the ATM. I don't know how to talk to a person. It's like there's like a slip you have to fill out, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'll just go to the ATM. Look at these little fellows. Keeper Garas, dwarven man, stands motionless near the roaring fire that lights the cavern. Your sacrifice feeds the land supplicants. Come forth. Gust of smoke curls around him, licking the charred flesh that bulges on his forearms. Gross. Thank you, Jimmy McGinger. I really appreciate it. Hi, everybody. Take a look at my desktop right here. How's Final Fantasy IV. I got to see a lot of it today. Couldn't see all of it, unfortunately. How you doing, man? Welcome. Hi, everyone who is watching Jimmy. Hope you guys had fun. I know, right? Just got started, too. 6 minutes in. Was Wonder Bar. Nice. Wonder Bar. Oh, man. That reminds me, I brought one of those candy bars home with me. I've been keeping it at work so I don't get my ass too fat. But I brought one of them home. The one Twix bar that I brought home is 400 fucking calories. It's insanity. Hey, beer lover, how you doing? What was I doing? Tell me about Ethnic Null. That's who we are. The dwarf picks on his scarred forearm. His guttural sigh mingles with the crackling wood and bones behind him. As I said, Estermorn rarely visit our halls. Oh, there's usually a U in that. Yeah, Wunderbar. Yeah, word. What did I say? Wunderbar? Oh, God. Man, I really am hungry. Jesus. Oh, thank you, Beer Lover, for the follow. Much appreciated. Am I really that good? Really? Yeah, I am. I am that good. Yep. Whatever that means to you, I am that. Yeah. Our order has thrived for generations. Before we came to Twin Elms, our rights fed the lands of the Eastern Mountains. Now we share blood for Air Glanfath. Garast opens his palms. Strikes of red skin run through them like flames. To everything that must end, our sacrifices bring a new beginning. He looks up. We sustain what's to come. This is easily the 6th cult that we've met in this game. Either that or they just went super hard cult with like every religion. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. They just go hard cult. Like the deepest cult shit. Tell me about the sacrifices. Garast spreads his stocky legs apart and locks his forearms. Everything must die to return anew, Estermor. Through the sacrificial rites, we offer supplicants the honor of giving their most precious gift back to their brethren, back to the land. The dwarf lifts his fist, thick and mottled by red scars. Okay, I get the... whatever. The blood gives us strength. Even the Glanfathans have come to depend on the blood paint. They brim with power before battle, all thanks to the sacrifices of their kin. What's this place? The Glanfathans call this place Blood Sands. We call it home. The Ethnic Null have tended the land from within this cave since before the arrival of the tribes to Twin Elms. Garast crosses his arms, which I'm sure are red and burned. Be warned, Estermor, we bleed life to nurture it. Our sacrifices may strike you as savage, but the health of these lands depends on them, and it's unseemly for guests to insult their host. Okay. Is he talking to me or my character? Remember, Estermor, you're a guest in these halls. Respect our ways, and we'll tolerate your presence among us. Bye.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. Who else we got?
Of course.
Talon. Hi, Talon. I wonder if that's a title of some kind. Thought it was a name. Usually you can talk to people with names. It's nice to be able to walk through a cave and not get fucked out of it by some monster. Werda.
Many blessings, traveler.
The elderly dwarf blinks at you, not quite looking at you. Her eyes are pale and clouded with cataracts. Welcome to Blood Sands. It is rare that an Estermor sets foot in these caverns. Her sightless eyes fix on you as she tilts her head. What brings you here, I wonder? What do you do here? I sell and maintain certain goods for the preservation of our order, and I perform some of our ritual sacrifices. Cool. Tell me about your sacrifices. Like any worthwhile ritual, it's too complex to explain in detail. It involves clotting the supplicant's essence, binding it to their life's blood, and drawing it into a container or vessel. Tell me about the Blood Sands. I guess I don't have any follow-ups to that shit. I do, but damn it. Tell me about the Blood Sands. This, the raw, bloody heart of Air Glanfath, where some come to give their essence back to their people. Where others seek a noble escape from their trials. The legacy of the builders to the tribes was not merely Adra and stone, but a sense of community, and it is here that the Glenfathans come to sacrifice what is most precious, even their own lives, to preserve it. What do you have for sale? Let's see, do you have any people for sale? For fucking murdering, apparently? Flask of war paint. Interesting. Binding the essence of sacrificed lives into a potent brew of blood and magic. War paint crafted by the ethnic Null has empowered Glenfathan warriors to perform great feats of strength and dexterity for hundreds of years. Neat. That's super duper. Yeah, I never use potions, so no reason to start now. Bye. Holy shit. Just got earthblights hanging around here. Like cats. Well, cats are kind of earthblights, if you really think about it. Holy shit. Oh well. Let's take a breather before we head into the absolute murder room. Greatness requires sacrifice. I think they're talking about, like, time and, like, energy. Not, you know, actual people.
Let's see this stubborn bastard. It's done.
Good stuff. Not gonna steal, but I like the experience from unlocking things. That's always nice. For the ones... These halls are not for the weak of spirit, for the ones that will come to us. These... there are still rites to be performed at the main altar. If you wish to observe, we only ask that you remain silent. Cool. They're very open-minded about letting people come see their murders. That's nice. Naka. Excuse me. The petitioner before you is swaddled in loose-fitting robes. Her hair is greasy and matted. A glossy film of sweat and grime coats her exposed skin. I'm in love. She has swollen features of pregnancy and several missing teeth in her big grinning smile. Oh my god, is she single? As you approach, she slowly turns to you and examines you from head to toe. Oh, she's into it too, smiling the entire time. Joyous day to you, she says, despite coming from a wearied body. Her voice sounds resonant and relaxed. I am Naka, midwife and lore keeper. Her hands run across the slight bulge in her belly. I almost said belly bulge in her belly. She rolls her head back and sighs a relaxed purr. Okay. Are you feeling well? Flawless, she replies. Apologies, I should be left to my meditation. The rite of strength is invigorating, almost overwhelming to the senses. She reaches down and cradles her belly in her hands and turns away. Okay, that was cool. I guess I can... I don't have time for this. Okay, well, alright. That was the most useless thing I've taken part in, but still enjoyed it somehow. We have seen everything, I think. We did not go in there. That's not a room. That's probably a secret, super secret wall. Yeah, that can come down.
Slow and silent.
Bazinga. Sorry, I'll never say that again.
What's this, Itamak?
No, I don't want to trigger that shit. I hope this guy doesn't get pissed that I'm in here. Okay, we disarmed that one. Blood Testament. Only usable by monk. Oh, shitty. I do not like the monk guy we have. A monk from the Abbey of the Cloven Wheel mastered suffering by taxing her body to its limits each day. Such was her discipline that her sensitivity to pain and her ability to redirect it reached heights previously unknown in her order. Following her death in battle, the fellows of the Abbey gave her bloodied hand bandages a place of honor in their great hall. An unknown thief stole the bandages along with several other relics in 2802 AI. Since then, the wrappings have circulated among various monks of different orders. Okay, cool. Oh. Not worth stealing, because I'm not using the monk. I don't need another frickin' weirdo.
As your blood flows, so shall your essence. Your life's energy shall feed the soil. and your soul's energy shall enrich the community. This is by your own choosing, supplicant?
Yes, the elf's voice is high but even. The dwarf grips a hatchet with both hands and raises it over his head. He throws his shoulders forward and swings the weapon into the elf's chest, connecting with a meaty thump. Blood gushes around the blade, and the sacrifice's screams rend the air. Despite his earlier agreement, the elf thrashes atop the stone table, his torso arching while his arms and legs remain tight in place. Meanwhile, the dwarf spreads his arms wide and allows blood to spatter his robes. When the elf is finally silent and still, the dwarf pulls his hatchet from the body and wipes it on his hem. Cool. Thanks for letting me get a look in your culture, pal. That's awesome. The dwarf wears crimson robes that are stained and streaked with dark patches. His face is smooth but lacking youthful elasticity. It's as if the lines and wrinkles have been formed and erased many times over. He watches you with eyes like two black pits as he wipes his hatchet on his robes. Hail Estremor.
No one comes to Blood Sands without a purpose. What is yours?
Oh, Barath believes it's time to pay your dues. Yeah, so the reason we're here, by the way, is because Barath, the god of death and life, who is our god, we are super into that god. We chose them when we created our character to gain their favor for the next part of our main quest. And by the way, it could have been any god that we chose. Any god we chose would have given us a different mission, which is really cool. So for us, we had to kill these two folks. There was an old elf who we successfully talked into killing herself. That's great. But again, that's not as dark as it sounds. It wasn't as bad. Shut up. And I think this time we're just going to have to straight up murder this guy and all his friends. So, yeah. This is going to be a tough fight. We don't have our main guys out here. Bye. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay.
Hey.
I think I can set myself up for some success by maybe hiding in this room. And
Ready, Watcher.
do you have any stealth abilities? No. Man, I wish I had DOC for this. I would have had her go invisible. And we all could have partied up here.
Hey.
So in lieu of that, can I make the dog talk to him? No, the dog can't talk to people. Damn it.
I'm here.
So I will send Sagani, I guess. I'm going to see if I can't encourage all these folks to come follow me into this area. Then I can
Lead the way.
keep them blocked off
Hey.
a little bit. It's a good plan. Then I can freely steal from these people and not
Ready,
feel
Watcher.
bad at all. Ha ha ha. Who are you?
I am the Archdruid of the Ethic Null. For centuries it has been my duty to guide our rituals and guard our knowledge. It is work that requires a certain resilience, but it is not without its benefits.
Rushton's eerily smooth face is motionless as he watches you. You murdered a man right here. Word. Your simplistic morals do not apply here, Estremor. Murder does not enter into it.
It was a sacrifice, and one willingly entered into. The survival of all things depends on balance. Give and take.
This principle lies at the heart of all power. This is still him talking, by the way. They don't voice act everything. Hi, kitty. This principle lies at the heart of all power. Expending something of value releases energy. Energy that can be channeled by those who know how. He tilts his head towards you. All Kith, whether or not they care to admit it, practice this. We take the yield of the land and the flesh of beasts to live, and we give our blood and sweat to propagate the things we desire. Creepy. That sounds brutal. Word. Gives you a reproachful croak. The world is brutal. Nothing is gained by closing one's eyes against it. Better to recognize these realities. They might better serve you. I invite you to explore our halls and speak with our supplicants. One can learn much by observing the sacrifices others are willing to make for a greater purpose. Perhaps you will even consider making a sacrifice of your own. Oh, sure, yeah. Oh, here, take our brochure. The last page is a killer, am I right? Not all of our sacrifices are written in blood, but the most powerful are. Tell me more about Ethnic Null. We are a druidic order that has been in Twin Elms since Ingwithan times. Our founders came from the White March, seeking a place where we might practice our beliefs in peace, as it were. Unlike most of our Glenfathan brethren, we seek answers in the world around us, rather than in the teachings of the gods. We believe that all life has power, and that this power can be siphoned and conducted. We are not, as some suggest, madmen and murderers. All of our rituals... There's fucking blood everywhere, dude. All of our rituals are conducted with willing participants and through methods that have been tested and refined over centuries. He nods, his black eyes shining. This allows us to create the war paint for which we are respected, if not loved. What's war paint? A special unguent binding raw essence to the wearer. It grants incredible advantages in combat and has made us indispensable to the tribes. Whatever they say about our practices, almost all of them have made use of our war paint at some time or another. Fascinating indeed how the most strident objections can be overcome by circumstance. How are you different from the Ovates of the Golden Grove? Golden Grove. I remember when Arona came up with that name. Used to be as green as the rest of the forest, you know. Cool. We're more similar than they like to admit. We both believe in achieving power without the double-edged aid of the gods. But their fantasy is pure creation, something from nothing. They blind themselves to the fact that all life, from the mightiest dragon to the slimmest blade of grass, requires death. The greatest ends require the greatest sacrifice. They were kind of like all about being immortal, especially this one lady. We talked her into just being like, you know, dying is super dope. It's great. Try it. And she did, so, yeah. I refuse to believe that. I agree. I just make sure I'm holding the knife. Oh, hell yeah. That's the badass response. Some sacrifices are too costly. Many agree with you, and many float from one life to the next, living out a finite stock of years and accomplishing nothing. I don't really want to know more about your sacrifices. I kind of get it. That's all I wanted to know. Well, let's fight. Then he can descend from his mighty pantheon and tell me himself. Attack. Actually, that's why I'm here. Time to die. Smams, thanks for the host, buddy. How you doing? Still in Guild Wars? Nice. Time to fight.
When do the gods send mortals to collect? You don't exactly look like the Pallid Knight. This is the trouble with deities.
Sorry, I gotta help my god out.
In a world that they don't even inhabit. I hope they promised you something better for your next life.
Yeah, time to fight. Okay, so we're in trouble. Let's see if I can get her out here. No chance. Yeah, no chance. No chance. That's too bad.
Leave it to me.
Okay. Yeah, that's the way to go. Popular boy, yeah, getting lots of love today. Thanks everybody.
Hey.
Still PO. Jesus, dude, it doesn't stop. We're in Act 3. We're in late stage Act 3. I think we're okay. To end this game in the next week or so, I mean, I don't know how much is left. I'm sure there's, like, so many more zones to play in. Alright, Wolfie, go get him. They found me. Oh, shit.
My mind feels
Well, we exploded him. That's always good. She has a million. God, I love that shit. Such a good move. Oh, no. What happened there? Someone's getting fucked up. Cool. She's almost ready for another one. That's positive.
Sharpest steel.
Perfect. Russian gotta die. Easy. That should go through. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we killed him because the quest updated. Nice. Oh, they're all paralyzed.
Hey.
Splat. Nice. Our plan kind of worked in the end.
Ready,
How you
Watcher.
doing, Sagani? Yeah, I mean, you go down, but honestly, you use no endurance at all because you went down that quickly, so not a big deal. It's like you didn't even have any issue at all. Woo! Purgatory. God, these names are so fucking cool. In a monastery... Oh, God, that's awesome already. In a monastery overlooking Coldflow Lake from the foothills of the White March, there once resided a clandestine order of monks known as the Thousand Dreams. That's so fucking cool. Through a powerful form of pain-induced meditation, these monks were able to walk through their past lives as though they were dreams. Each traversed these memories in ultimate hopes of achieving complete understanding of his or her soul's identity. They believed that after experiencing 1,000 lifetimes, total enlightenment could be attained. Greatest of their sect was Rigolan, who had an ancient soul and was said to have walked more lifetimes than any other. But when she came to the end of all her lifetimes and found there was no more experience, it became clear that she would never come to know herself completely, for there was simply not enough to learn from. Unable to accept this fate after her endless trials, Rigolan sought a way to take the experiences of others for her own, that she might reach 1,000 lifetimes yet. She channeled her unquenchable hunger into her favorite sword, and it became an instrument of her will. With it, she claimed many lives in the surrounding area. Each drop of blood on her blade was a new experience, each killing blow a new lifetime for her to claim. When the rest of the Thousand Dreams came to learn of her actions, they banded together and confronted Rigolan upon her return to the temple. In the end, amid a courtyard of slain monks, she did indeed come to understand her soul, and it is said that among the many experiences contained in the blade are all those of Rigolan herself. The blade itself is a simple saber with a worn leather grip and an inset ebony hilt. The sword becomes hot to the touch when its wielder's foes are vanquished. That was fucking awesome. That is the best lore that I've read in the game. That's even better than Forgiveness. Cool beans. Is it good? Does it actually do some cool shit? That's fine. That's always good. Better to have than have not.
Hey.
I could let that trap go off. Let's have a save.
I'm ready.
So, who do you have equipped these days? That's cool. It's not as cool as Purgatory, though. Sorry to say. Where did I put Purgatory? There it is. She even looks awesome holding it. And it actually looks like its picture. That's always nice, too. Sometimes it's not even close. Hold on, I keep seeing Annihilation here. It says properties. Sharp, exceptional, draining, and annihilation. How do I check that out? Here we go, Annihilation. Okay. Anyway.
Hey.
Enough inventory bullshit. Let's do fights.
Within rock.
Easy. Supplicants are nothing.
Moe.
You're not.
I love the rain blights. I'm wet. How dare you?
Of course.
Pretty sure I'm over leveled for this area, but I do not give a shit at this point. Gave him the opportunity to level up the enemies, and I said, nah, not for me.
No. Leave it to...
Got him!
All right, then.
Steal all your shit now. Let's do some cool shit. Instead of just cleaning house with physical attacks. Which is awesome, by the way. Chanter's always good to get rid of. Because they do buffs to their pals, and I hate that. There we go. This is always a fun one. Do it. And then they all fall down forever. It's down for 12 seconds almost. Look at that, they're just gonna lay there. And get wrecked by me.
Yeah?
Leave it to me. Leave
Yeah.
it to me.
I love that there's guns in this game. Like, might as well.
Of course.
Might as well have guns. Why even mention it as stealing if I'm just gonna kill everyone? By the way, this likely means... Excuse me, hold on. So, Ethic Null. Scoundrel. Extremely bad. So this is people's reputations with us. If you remember the reputation system with Fallout New Vegas. Pretty much the same team, almost. Ovates. Hero. They like me a lot. Fangs. Don't give a shit. Stalwart. Defender. They love my ass. For sure. Gilded Veil. Overwhelmingly good. I still like that one. Knights love me. Dominial fucking hates my ass. Good times.
Hey.
I could just walk the fuck out of here.
Also,
Hey.
Oh no, now I gotta kill Naka? Oh no, she's pregnant. Oh no, I don't want to fucking kill her. Why? No. No, dude. That's not cool. No. No, don't introduce me to pregnant killers I can, or characters I can kill. That's bad news. I mean, she's gotta die. I don't have any choice. Gotta go. Hit her with laser beams. Sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, little baby. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, she fainted, but she'll be okay. No, that kid definitely isn't gonna grow up to get revenge on me. Oh no, we took her clothes. Oh, we're fucking awful. Oh no, we're the
I'm
bad
here.
guys for sure. Oh, hi. Manea killed Thong. Well, okay. It was all her fault. Oh no, that hurts her backstory. She's gonna have to go get rid of that memory too. Oh no. It's all gone wrong. What the fuck are those? Did they just have like tree fucking standos? Holy shit. Well, they exploded, so it doesn't matter. That thing leveled up again. Nice. Cast 5% chance to cast Despondent Blows on hit or critical hit. Faux AoE. Nice. God, all the coolest shit.
Hey.
I don't think I have any more white gear. If I do, I want to put it on. She needs a glove. Oh, let's go steal that
Of
glove.
course.
Oh, sure. You can all die. The nice guy who welcomed us at the door has got to die. Yeah, Ethic Null, I think it is. I mean, we're killing all of them, so as soon as we meet this new new nation of people. We murdered all of them, but, you know. It is what it is, man. So take the blood, too. Oh, no, you can't use that. No, it's got to be on a monk. Do I have any other gloves? Here we go. Spider fingers. Sure, what the hell ever.
Hey.
I know, right? Like, they were doomed. I could have just waited. I should have just rested like 100 times and see if they just solved their own problem. That's a cool name, too. All these fucking names rock.
Alright then.
Alright then. While I'm thinking of it, I'm just going to spend a minute to enchant some shit. The thing's already got quality bonuses. I can't do that infinitely. But I can do it 4 more times. That I can do 10 more times. It's just bonus freezing damage, right? It's not going to turn it into a freezing weapon. Yeah, it just adds freeze damage. So I might as well do it. Yeah. Cool. Can be a slayer of one thing or another. I'm gonna go beast. That's a good choice. Sure. Cool. Achievements. Nice. Apply 5 or more different enchantments. Cool. We did that shit. I'm not gonna Durgan refine that.
Hey.
I'm not really feeling all that inclined to re-explore all this place. I don't give that much of a shit. I should just get back to Barath and get the fuck out of here. Not interested in loot. All about story progress. And killing little people. Sorry, little man.
Leave it to me!
He did knock my team down. I'll give him credit for that. Respect.
Alright then.
Okay, we should only have to talk to Barath again, so let's go. I don't think we have to talk to these two. Hello, wood nymphs. Bye now. That's Barath. Hi, Barath. Pray to Barath. As you pray to Barath, you again find yourself on the road, squinting into the distance. Did I save? I don't think so. I think my autosave should help me, though. Squinting into the distance, you see a short, pale figure waiting for you. At first, you think it's another vision of Archdruid Rushton, but then you notice the figure's skeletal frame and rictus grin. He stands in front of another skull gate, but the way leads down, not onward. He beckons for you to approach. You're thinking about getting this game at some point, but by now you're not so sure anymore. It's really, really good. If you have more patience than me, you'll have a great time. I'm super impatient. I shouldn't bitch like it's been a long time. It hasn't even been 70 hours yet, and that's not that long of a time for most people. That said, I got this game for fucking free. And that's pretty damn good, right? So, that's a pretty good investment of my money. I did buy the DLC for like $15 or something. But yeah. If you skip the DLC, you'll be in good shape. Yeah. You'll 100% put less hours into it than Irasu? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I'll end you. That's some joke I don't get, but that's funny. Cool. Behind you is a woman, her skin milk pale against her black hair. She wears a suit of armor so dark it seems to suck the light from the stars. The road winds up a mountain behind her.
A toll, traveler.
Hi. You want a toll? I guess I better pay the Pallid Knight, right? Pay. Drop a few coppers into her hand and she closes her fist around the coins. You instantly feel a small weight added to your purse. The lord of this road demands a toll of all, but he lends generously. that all might travel his road again. Behind her, the usher grins his lipless smile and waits. The road bores into the mountain, and you find yourself in a gigantic cavern. The ceiling curves up and away, and it's dotted with moisture. Also, if you don't read all this shit out loud, the game becomes much faster. At this distance, the shining beads look like stars, clustered and scattered in constellations. The usher and the pallid knight lead you up a trail carved into the edge of the cavern. The talented Artorias. Man, Artorias wasn't that bad. He was like... I mean, he was in the high teens for me as far as attempts on him, but he wasn't that bad. Oh, is that a... that's Rabba-Rivi, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Still on that one. Holy shit. That is impressive. 2 identical cave mouths wait up ahead, and you follow the usher to one of them. Standing at the edge and gazing down, you see an endless, ever-changing plain bisected by a road. Only then do you realize that you're no longer on the road. As you follow the road to the... Am I on the road or not? As you follow the road to the point where it disappears below you, you realize that you're standing in one of the eye sockets of a massive skull. The usher points to your road. Oh, with randomizable... Okay, that's a different thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's right. Okay, that is a big difference. Yeah. And if you're shit-faced, that's also a big difference. I don't think I could do it with either of those situations going on, unless I got lucky in the randomizer. But, yeah. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Archdruid Rushton appears below you. He's just as you remembered him, stern and smooth-skinned. Yet with each step along the road, he grows, swelling with blood and essence. His heavy steps become slower and slower until he stops altogether. His distended body fills the path completely.
You met a dwarf traveling this road. What did you do?
He had lived many centuries. I brought him death. He had lived many centuries. I brought him a new life. Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh, God, I can't remember what this answer to this shit is. I bet I can fuck it up and return to it, though. But Barath is seeking probably very specific answers to this question. This is definitely a test. Rushton had stood in place for too long. I merely set him moving again. I kind of like that answer. He lived on the blood of others. I saw justice done. Barath does not give a shit about justice. It is the destiny of all mortals to die. I fulfilled the will of the gods. No, I don't think that's the thing either. I'm going to go with number 4. Yeah, I let him go. The Pallid Knight's flush is taut against her skull. She nods once, barely dipping her chin.
Life is kinetic. Forward motion.
Yep.
100 beginnings and endings nested within 1,000,000 more.
As Rushton's swollen body ruptures, the effect is like a dam bursting. Ghostly figures as hazy and indistinct as wisps of smoke continue along the cleared path. Some tumble and rush along, while others amble and drift, but all continue forward. The usher directs your attention to another figure moving down the path. This time you see High Ovate Erona. As she follows the road, her movements become slow and erratic. Her legs creak with each step, and her feet grow long, thick roots that burrow into the ground. She finally stops, rooted in place.
You found a tree that had lived for centuries. Its roots were deep, and its boughs sheltered many. Why did you cut it down?
I'm tired of the tree's endless riddles. Fair. It was a parasite. While its branches sheltered others, its roots sucked them dry. That is essentially what I told her, in convincing her to die. It was unnatural, like, couldn't sustain itself. Trees don't belong in the road. I thought that if I cleared the tree, maybe the Lord of the Road would grant me a boon. Okay, that's definitely not it. I enjoy cutting things down. Number 4 again seems right. It was a parasite. While its branches sheltered others, its roots sucked them dry. That is essentially what I said.
All draw their life's energy from the deaths of others. This is why all must remain part of the cycle of death and rebirth. No creature may be a closed loop unto itself.
Shit. Arona's body petrifies below, and the shimmering leaves of her hair blow down the path. Thank God you can scroll back up. That's so cool. Good job. That's very nice. Every game should have that shit. Sounds like she liked it, I guess. You seek another who has lived his lives on the brink of the cycle. He sits on the inside of the wheel, observing its revolutions. With each life, he is plucked from the stream and returned to it intact. Why do you hunt Theos? I seek a resolution. In confronting him, I'll put an end to the pain he's caused me. Revenge. My soul's torment is his doing. I will make him pay. For answers. He understood and understands what has happened to me. This doesn't feel like a test. This feels like genuine curiosity of a god, I guess. I do seek a resolution. That's true. In confronting him, that doesn't mean kill him. I'll put an end to the pain he's caused me, hopefully.
The only resolution is a clean slate. An end that leads to a new beginning.
I know. Super murder, fun time. Free yourself from the man that haunts you, the memories that haunt you. There will be no peace for you while he lives. Thanks, Screaming Mother. Theos serves Wodika. She desires an escape from her own cycle. Power without discipline. Theos has removed thousands of souls from the cycle so that their essence might empower her. The black depths of her eyes threaten to swallow you. You must stop him, and you must return them to the cycle. Cool. I'm glad Barath is on my side. One of these is not like the others, yeah. Find the right one. Find the one that isn't boring, and that's the one. What end would it serve to send the souls back into the cycle? I know that. What's it got to do with me? I'm awesome. I must go to Sun and Shadow now. Why does Wodika even need Theos' help, and why do you need mine, for that matter? Good question. The gods guide souls through the cycle of death and rebirth, but Aora is the domain of mortals. We stand aside, weights and counterweights. Were one to alter the tides of Kith, all would follow. We would tip this world from its axis. That is why Wodika directs a mortal to do her bidding, and why any who would stop Theos must be mortal as well. What end would it serve? Attending to those souls is the question of stability, Watcher, of maintaining the natural order of the world and the ebb and flow of essence. Couldn't they be returned to Hollowborn? Good question. Holy shit. I hadn't even considered that. If Theos has meddled with these souls, perhaps it would be better to destroy them. Cycles are changeless and monotonous. Surely there's a better alternative. What's wrong with Wodika seizing this power? I think I understand what you're telling me. I don't. Couldn't they be returned to Hollowborn? As battered, burdened things, do you mix soured wine with fresh? The kindness you seek lies in giving them a new beginning, not in shackling them to this life. Perhaps destroy them, maybe? The cycle is merciless, but it is not wasteful. Time and the endless procession of rebirths eventually grind souls into dust, but until then they must pass from the world and return to it. Their continuing movement advances the cycle itself. Cycles are changeless and monotonous. Surely there's a better alternative. The illusion of revolution? It is merely part of another cycle, and a painful one. True change has structure, geometry. It is the product of cycles within cycles, 1,000 gears spinning and moving the universe by degrees. Oh man, I'm not nearly stoned enough for this. What's wrong with Wodika seizing power? Nah, I don't like that one. I get it. The usher gestures to the road and the star expands beyond while the pallid night speaks. I only show you the motion of the universe, Watcher. What's this got to do with me? Theos built a dam to divert water from a stream. The flow of thousands of souls will shape the world you live in, Watcher. It will also shape the world your soul returns to in next lives. Gotta go to Sun and Shadow now.
No mortal can survive the descent into the pit. But there are souls on the burial isle that are pledged to me.
Cool.
I will grant them to you, and they shall bear you down safely, as well as light the way beyond.
Awesome. That sounds pretty metal. A multitude appears at the other end of the road, raising their voices and kicking up dust as they make their way towards you. Return them to the Cycle Watcher. Promise that you will, and I shall give you power befitting a champion of death. Pallid Knight raises a finger. Accept my favor, however, and I will demand this decision as your due. I collect from all mortals in time. Cool. I promise to return the souls to the cycle. Oh, Jesus Christ. So if I betray Barath, does that mean I'm going to get an opportunity to actually return these souls to the Hollowborn? Holy shit. I would hear what the other gods have to say first. I don't need to trouble myself with the opinions of other gods. No, I'm all about Barath. I'm a fucking priest. It's like, oh no, I gotta consult every other priest first. No. I'm a priest of Barath. That's how it works. Piss off all the gods. Yeah, fuck them. I promise. Don't worry, I'll do it. So be it, Watcher. Do not forget your promise. The usher reaches out and places a bony hand on your forehead. His touch overwhelms you, and you feel yourself expand. Blinded, you reach out, only to find another grasping hand of the same size and shape as yours, reaching back. We were granted Barath's boon. When at last you open your eyes again, you are standing in Ter Evron, filled with Barath's power. Great.
Yeah?
I got Barath's fucking power now. Seems it is not on my bar, so I just have it. Let's see here. Barath's boon. Passive, self, +1 resolve, +5 defense against petrified and paralyzed attacks. Okay. It's kind of okay.
Hey.
Completed a quest, Yosh. I don't feel like reading that. Have at it. Sure, I'll read it when the quest is actually done, so I'll just read the whole thing. Because I'm a genius. Okay, so, next up. Travel to Burial Isle. Yeah. Dorval guard against Bardsman All has told you that the Burial Isle is unlike any other in the district. I have what I need. Yep, okay. That's fine. These are the same quests. I don't know why there's two quests that are essentially the same, but it's fine. Right. I honestly feel like we're not far away from the final fight. Like, today, maybe. Maybe. Like, we may have to go through an entire, 10-floor dungeon. I have no idea. I'm skipping a shitload of the
Alright then.
side quests. What is happening?
Stop right there.
No. Hi. Who the fuck are you? What do you need?
You're in the wrong city, Inquisitor.
He raises a short sword at our chest.
Did you think you wouldn't be recognized here in your old home? I've seen your trials with my own eyes.
I've seen you light pyres with good people tied to them, people I'd known many a year. He seizes you by the throat, and your airway tightens. Whether real or imagined, you cannot tell. They deserve your confession. He raises the point of his sword, holding it a hair's breadth from your eye.
Suros, what are you doing?
Oh, you have a portrait. That's weird. Startled, the other soldier releases you immediately and turns to face the speaker. A woman in a plain wool tunic, fully a head shorter than he, but somehow seeming to tower over him. You have seen this woman's face before, but from afar, bloodied and burned as she lay stretched across an iron wheel. At the moment, it is marked only with concern. I did see that? I don't remember that.
An assassin sent by the Inquisition, my lady, daring to approach our camp.
She doesn't even have... whatever. If she is so poor an assassin as to approach an armed guard in daylight, I should have little to fear. I would hear what this woman has to say. She stares him down until he can no longer face her. He turns away, sour-faced, and pretends to be suddenly distracted by something far off.
My own sister. Returned home. I never dreamed this day would come.
Okay, so I got super confused by some shit earlier where we were seeing conversations with Theos and I was in someone's soul. So oh man, this is scrambling my brains quite a bit. I believe she's talking to one of my past selves as an awakened watcher, I think is what's happening here. So, yeah. No, I'm not frustrated. I'm just confused. But hi, Hawk Sam. How did the further races go? I only watched the one. Did you get any wins? Did you defeat Granby? Fatality? I just wanted to see you again. I've come to help you. These are all lies. The evils I've done in the name of the Inquisition are too great for me to bear. I want to help you to end it. Or I could just straight up lie. I'm sorry. These are all lies, or I could straight up tell the truth. Why did I say lie? I guess I'm just a liar at heart. Because I see the word lie 4 times, I just have to say it a bunch. Grand Inquisitor Theos, the fucking ninth Arcanon, dispatched me here to spy on you. I mean, I want to say that one. Yeah, let's do it. Are things as desperate as that over there? I'd never have known. I hope your next assignment is more stimulating. Listening to my lectures is dull work for a spy. But there are few things stronger than the bonds of family. I should never have doubted we'd be reunited one day. Yeah, I love my sister. First one was the least crappy one. The other ones were bad. Oh, that's too bad. That was a pretty good run. I mean, you were a minute off, but I mean, in a race, that's not too bad. Yes. Whatever your reasons, I've missed you all these years. Having you here now, at a time when I'm surrounded by strangers, is a wonderful gift.
I would like for you to stay here, in our camp, as my guest.
Sure.
My Lady Ivara, I beg of you. This is an Inquisitor. This is a desperate attempt on your life. The only way it can succeed is if you allow it to.
This is a missionary, same as I was, taught the wrong things as I was. If I can't have faith in one woman's ability to reason once she knows the truth, what hope do we have?
My Lady, she admits being a spy.
That should make her less of a threat, wouldn't you agree? I have nothing to hide. All I see here is an opportunity to persuade someone who could help us.
That's a solid plan, I think. I have no idea what my best times in each chapter are. They're probably all in that last run I had. I mean, I took off like 3 minutes, so...
We have many former missionaries here. They are our most loyal, our most helpful. Many have died for us. These are not people we should be turning away. And if the Inquisition wants my life, they can have it. But they know as well as I do.
You gotta do more
that
D-sides,
my cause will not die with me.
You gotta see those D-sides. Because I'm not doing them. No.
Come. We have much to talk about.
Okie dokie. Hey, Sagani leveled up. That's nice. One day. Promises. Mechanics, always mechanics. Swift aim, it's a modal. Ranger gets a speedy and fluid offensive rhythm, reducing accuracy but increasing fire rate. Cool. Oh, hell yeah. Anything that buffs Foxy. What's my favorite enemy in this game? Not the Piston Bros. There's been a couple of cool dragons who were too badass for me, but they were excellently designed. And if you think of dragons as being ultimate badasses who cannot be stopped, then they fit the bill. There are two of them. One in my basement, and another out in Arctic tundra. But the one in my basement is especially cool, very mid-eared looking, but not a straight copy of him either. I need a nap big time. Yeah, getting fisted by the Piston Fisters was pretty tough to take. They were pretty cool looking. If you put a lot aside the fact that they were also pretty stupid.
Huh? For as long as...
No, I want to hear that.
Knowing who you're supposed to serve.
Well, there are 5 of them, but even so, knowing who is easier than knowing how.
Don't like it rough. They poured it on pretty hard. I was already pretty weak going into those fights too, but they gave it to me good. They did. Can't believe we finished that DLC. It's a good job I didn't raise the enemy level, like they asked. It's like, nope, you're over leveled. I'm like, I'm sure I'm just fine, and I was correct. What am I doing here? I cannot take a nap in here. Full roasted characters. The two of them probably would have. I think the only reason we had such an easy time with the big area that had like fucking 10 of the guys is we found that I already had a weapon from Maneha that literally could one-shot kill them. It had an ability. It was just like, it dies. The thing dies. Not even specific to the piston guys. Like one entire enemy type easily explodes under her mighty swing. Where the fuck can I take a nap? The market? I don't think so. I guess I'll just take a nap out here and fuck off. But anyway, enough about the bad times. We have good times to look forward to. We're close to the end of this game. It honestly might not be too far away. 1 or 2 streams, I think.
Hey.
Hold on. Yeah, we're at 60. Hold on. Call it 65 hours. It's getting up to pretty close to what's after this game. Probably Final Fantasy 12 for an RPG, and probably play maybe like Wolfenstein when I'm done with Techno Babylon, which I'm not far away from either because it's a short game. So I might start either one of those two after this game and just do the other one when I finish Techno Babylon. We'll see. I've been talking about Wolfenstein for a long time. I'll probably puss out and do something else again, but yeah. But yeah. Yeah, this is probably third as far as game time.
Hey.
For me, as far as streaming goes. After those 2 Tales games, and I think this is not far behind from Berseria. Can I nap in here? No. What the fuck?
Hey.
Whatever, man. Let's just go to Old Song. Maybe there's a bar there. Yeah, so I'm hyped to play another Final Fantasy. This is one I've not played before. Sorry, not finished before, so it's always good to knock one off the board. I want to play as many Final Fantasies as possible.
When do you think you'll
just to
venture
say
out
I did.
again?
Hey.
I'll stay home for a season after my return, but then I'll rejoin the hunts.
And then you'll embark on another journey, like this one.
Not in this lifetime.
Oh, come on, Sagani. You don't like this journey? We've had fun. We had laughs. You broke your shoulder a bunch of times. I gotta update my fonts and shit on my notifications. I've had those for like a year now. It's time to change. Is there a place to nap here? Oh, I never did challenge the other dragon that there was. Yeah, it's true. I don't really recall the soundtrack on 12, but I'm sure it's just fine. Is that a bar? No, it can't be. I don't think I traveled through this whole area.
And I thought my mother-in-law's house was ominous.
Change is inevitable. So says Barath. So say we all. What is going on in here? Oh, these are the fangs.
Arensi has no right to defend that cowering cat in the back of the maw.
Then track her down and tell her yourself.
Okay, high drama.
Come to see the great Oernos, Estremor? He's out for a hunt, but he'll be back. Unlike that lioness, he doesn't stay cooped up in here for long.
Why can't Oernos go and fight the lioness?
Because she holes up at the back of the maw, surrounded by her pride and the natural hazards of this place.
Dude, go in there and fuck him
It's
up.
not the proper way to meet a challenger. She's got to come out and face Oernos to keep her claim. Anyway, her prime is past. Putting that old beast down would be a mercy at this point.
I could go kill a lion. I hate to spoil the tradition of a big showdown, but if she retreats from her fight, then there's no point in waiting. Kill her. That'll be proof enough that she's not a fit champion. What are you doing here?
We wait for the big confrontation, but the wait grows.
Cool. I said no side quests, and now I'm going to go kill a lion.
While Sul hides in the back
I'm a
of the
monster.
maw. Oernos is denied his victory, and we're all denied the champion we deserve.
I know. Is she back here? How to cross bridge?
I'll see what's ahead.
Did we actually get that as a quest? Or is it a task? It's not even anything.
Estremor?
You must be Bethel's new Estremor. Truth, when I heard she'd let another in, I almost went to the Passage of the Six myself to share words. Have other foreigners come this way? Glamfelon, worshippers of Rimgrand, they claim, simply looters and defilers by another name, that's the truth. They disappeared behind the doors of Noonfrost, and now our lake turns to ice, and the cold creeps ever closer. Yet Bethel is timid, and she has convinced the other Anemphatha, God, that word again. We must respect these Estremorn and their traditions, no matter what mischief guides their hand. Guessing you didn't leave it at that. I sent my own sister, one of my finest scouts, to sniff out the Pale Elves' corruption. I was certain the Anemphatha could not ignore the defilement in Noonfrost once Alwa's own eyes had seen it, but she still hasn't returned. Now I bear the responsibility for her fate, and I can't send the Fangs after her without openly defying the... yeah, I'll go do it. I don't dare to hope. Whatever catastrophe has befallen Noonfrost does not feel like the work of Kith. I'm not going to Noonfrost. I'm ending this game. But nothing would bring me greater joy than seeing her again. I would take any assistance you can give. I don't fucking feel like learning anything from you. Bye. We may do that quest. I may be a big liar, and I may go do that quest. We'll see.
Kareth, this is no place for sightseeing, even for you. The beasts of Galawain's Maw are dangerous, and now more than ever.
What's wrong with the beasts?
They won't fight.
What's wrong with that?
It is not Galawain's way, and it is not the way of the Maw.
The Maw has always been home to one great predator. Every so often a challenger comes along and the two battle for territory. But Sul remains in her den and Oernos can't confront her there. Now two mighty predators and their kin hunt from the same stock. It's thinning the herds and it's thinning patience around here too. And this waiting, it's not the deliberate, watchful waiting for a hunter lying in ambush. It's stagnation, tedium, hoping for something to happen. But I'm powerless to act. One half of the Fangs will cry favoritism if I try to drag the lioness out myself. Would you favor Sul or Oernos? I see both sides. Sul's cunning is unmatched, but Oernos is the mightier of the two. Both embody traits prized by a Galawain. I'm an unbiased outsider. I could look into it. And a cunning one from the looks of you. No harm in letting you try, I suppose. Anything's better than this endless waiting. If you can somehow bring this to a resolution, these tensions will end. If not, the beast will make short work of you, naturally. We got a big key. We don't normally permit outsiders to venture into the mob, but you understand that you do so at your own risk, and Sul's lions are likely to attack intruders on sight. Perhaps you can coax her into fighting the bear. Do whatever you can to end this stalemate. Bye now. Is this going to be a whole area, or what? Hopefully not. Okay, it might go around here, but I think we'll do it. Lion, lion, clansman, lion. That lion's dead. These lions pack a punch, there's no doubt about that. Cool.
sharp as steel.
Leave it to me! You're not getting through me.
Cool.
All right, then.
Couple ways to go here. Stairs! Oh no, my greatest enemy.
What's this, Itamak?
Oh no, we got farted on. Oh, that's awful.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Traps everywhere.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
I can't do it. I can't
Ready,
help it.
Watcher.
What is that? Is that a lever? The remains of a broken bridge. A long collapse lead to a deep chasm. The other side of the bridge pierces through the mist the far end of the chasm, hanging precariously over the steep fall. Examine. The broken stones of the bridge, weathered after a century of disrepair, are scattered along the edge and side of the chasm. Thin mist rises from below. The stones are coated with slick green moss, making them possible to grip safely. The wooden beams lodged between the stones on either side of the bridge seem sturdy enough to support your weight, however. Oh, cool. Fuck yeah, toss our rope and grappling hook. You aim for the wooden beam on the opposite side of the bridge and hurl your grappling hook across the chasm. It strikes the bridge with a solid thunk. The hook snags firmly, digging into the wood as you pull. The rope tightens, taut and secure. You tie the free end of the rope to the wooden beam next to you. Cool. Cross that shit. The rope tenses and vibrates as you move forward, gripping the line, reverberating throughout the entire... how did we get our fox over there? Throughout the underground cave. The creaks of the wood beams mark your every effort. You keep your progress slow and steady. The crossing is strenuous, particularly as the rope's shaking grows more intense. Sagani's breathing grows labored. She's such a wuss. It's always her, by the way. At last, your efforts bring you back over solid ground, and you reach the other side. Okay, great. Why is it always her? Now she's gonna yawn the whole time. That's annoying. Oh, this just brought us back here. What the fuck?
I'm here.
Well, now we can cross, I guess. That was stupid. Whatever. That was a big waste of time. Why did they act like that was a big deal? I think in another life I had to kill everybody in here. Which would have necessitated that, I guess? I don't know.
Hope you're not expecting.
Rar, indeed. Do your cool things.
Got it.
No, not Mr. Skeletals, not now. Triggered a trap, that's bad. Who are you currently fighting? You. Oh, he just exploded. Kind of a waste then, I guess.
Hey.
Some fermented caribou milk would hit this.
I know, Sagani. I know you're tired. Well, beans.
Slowly now.
Always something new.
Can't discern that shit. Sneak by it, gang. You can do it. Oh no, don't walk right over it, idiots! That's okay. I'm gonna take a nap soon.
Always something new.
It's fine. It's a lever. Levers are cool. Alright, we unlocked a door. What was the point of that stupid rope thing again?
What's this, Itama?
Oh no, we're petrified, but it doesn't matter.
Not getting through. Hey.
I like the electricity noise. We just added electricity to his weapon. Her weapon, rather.
You're not. Leave it to me. All right then.
What's going on here? Great, another trap. Perfect. Let's have that nap. Let's do it. We can buy more naps. Naps, fortunately, only cost money. How much would you pay for a good nap? Just at any time. Probably a lot. A thick, snarled tangle of dagger-sharp thorns and vines has grown across this passage. As you look on, the entire wall of vegetation seems to move, almost like it were breathing. Thick coils of vines twist and writhe across the gap with a quiet rustle of foliage. Examine the vines. Through the gaps in the twisting vegetation, you catch brief glimpses of what seems to be a wide circular chamber. From time to time, you catch sight of tawny hides, and the rustling of the vines is briefly obscured by little grass. Pay penalty to sleep well forever. I think everyone would. Yeah. Same, dude. Examine the vines. No, I did that. I guess try sneaking through. Find a brief opportunity as two vines move in opposite directions, clearing a path and carefully step forward. You start off well, moving carefully around and past the web of plants, but halfway through, Pallegina steps on a dry, dead branch, and a vine suddenly darts forward with a natural speed. Okay, well, at least it wasn't Sagani for once. The vines tighten mercilessly around Pallegina's leg, and the ensuing struggle shakes the surrounding vegetation, stirring it into a writhing frenzy. Pallegina finally tears their way free and limps out past the edge of the wall. You step out into the next chamber. Okay, we made it. Now we're going to talk to a lion. That's cool. That's a big fucking lion. Arensi, an elven woman, intercepts you as you advance into the lair. Behind her is the largest lioness you've ever seen, a sleek beast with fangs as long as carving knives. The woman blocks your path to the lioness, seemingly at ease around the monster. This is Sule's domain, Estremor. She shall not leave it for Oernos or any other challenger. Why does Sule refuse to face Oernos? Isn't that paying someone to kill you? No, I think it's just to mean like when you do sleep, you have good sleeps. Not like, well, I don't know. Eternal sleep doesn't sound that bad. But no, I don't know. Maybe. Bang, there you're asleep. A satisfied customer. Ah, I forgot to get the money. Damn it. Why does Sule refuse to face Oernos? Oernos is welcome to confront her here, as many challengers have in the past. What the Bear's supporters want is for Sule to leave her lair and fight in the open, where he has an advantage, but why should she? Sule has an advantage here, it's one she's earned. Would anyone expect to blunt their Bear's claws in order to even the odds? Okay. The Lord of the Hunt gives unique advantages to each. It's not for us to decide that some of them are worth less than others. Okay. Also, Sule has recently given birth to cubs. They're small now, but when they grow, they'll be mightier than either Sule or Oernos. But if Sule is killed in combat, that bear will tear her young to shreds. Such is the way of the wild. Her legacy is too valuable to perish this way. If we truly want the mightiest of beasts in the mall, then her cubs must grow to maturity. Interesting. That's a cool angle. What are you doing here with Sule? Defending the rightful champ. Okay, cool. You're Paul Heyman. Sule isn't the rightful champ. You would side with the bear too? Choose your next words with care. I want to reconsider. I may be patient. Yeah, I don't want to fight. Bye. What is this? Okay. Oh, it's the bear. Hi, bears. So, okay, I guess the bridge and the lever are the way to... hey, kitty. Wait a minute. Why did I go through all that? This place is fucking stupid. Why do I keep going through these dumb trials when there's easy ways to go around? Fight the kitty? Nah. I'm inclined to talk it out with the kitty. I always try to use my words. Situations with cats, especially. Big ones. Okay, so we learn much. What is that? Oh, that's the other... Okay, I see. Hey bro, I figured out your shit.
Still looking around? Watch your step. Tempers run hot around here, and not just among the animals.
That's literally the situation, as he already knows. Just tell me about yourself real quick. I'm the leader of the Fangs. We're an order of hunters and warriors devoted to Galawain. We see that the places of the builders remain pure. Sul refuses to meet Oeranos. Oeranos doesn't seem to be willing to approach. I was afraid of that. At this point, it doesn't much matter which beast is champ as so long as the issue is settled. I can't take a side, but you've been through them all. Slay one of the beasts in combat, and the Fangs will accept the other as champ. It's the way of the Maw. Okay. I kind of want to fight the bear. Just because fuck bears, for the most part. Okay, I know where they are. We don't need to make a big deal of this. I'm gonna side with the lioness, because cats, you know. Not really gonna think about this too hard. Hey, bears. Oh man, that's a lot of fucking bears, though.
Hey.
That's fucking big bears.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I love her
Ready,
attitude.
Watcher. I'm ready.
Step up.
Ready, Watcher.
I'm here.
I'm ready.
Who do I talk to? Einden. Too much waiting. Something's got to happen soon. Hey, Oeranos is a bitch.
If you stand on the side of that toothless old bag of bones, then you stand in my way.
Let's fight, fucker. Cool. Let's start with the bear.
Lead the way.
Yeah, always good to start your bear fight against a bear by fighting the bear. We've had a lot of our stamina already removed for some fucking reason. Let's mark an enemy. We'll mark you.
Sharp as steel.
Holy shit, Pallegina. Very nice. Oh, look at that. When they're knocked down, they sit on their dumb asses. That's amazing. Oh my god, they're so adorable. They're actually knocked down. This is a, they're in a prone state. All I'm doing is sitting cutely. That's amazing. Okay, where's the bear that we were killing? Let's kill a new bear. This bear. That's a person, but they deserve to die.
Hey.
Okay, we do another knockdown. So we will. She went right down. She is getting it bad. Okay, cool, cool. Let's kill this old fucking bear. Let's cripple this bear. So you scare the bears if possible. You are fine with that. See, we can do more here. Circle of Protection white. Played my magic cards. Believe it. Okay, she went down. That's fine. I could just bring her straight back to life. More knockdowns. Let's see, let's have you rage out. That sounds like fun. Itumek, when did you go down? Oh, that sucks, bro. Let's get you back in the fight.
Hey.
Stamina is an issue right now.
Hey.
What else? What else? What else?
Hey.
Keep knocking him down. I don't know how this guy's healing, but I hate it. Now he's down. More knockdowns, please. Wolfie went down, sadly.
Hey.
We win the fight. Oh no, Orenos exploded. Put him in a circus. Well, it's gonna be maybe a taxidermist visit. Maybe we'll put some robotry inside of him. Otherwise, I think he's boned.
All right then.
Cool. Who do we turn that into? All right. It's Dr. Dershwin.
Still looking around? Watch your step. Tempers run hot around here, and not just among the animals.
I dealt with the situation. Sul remains champ. Many of the Fangs are gladdened to see her stay. Perhaps it's Galawain's way of telling us to remember our roots and prize our cunning as hunters. Although I suppose I could have guessed as much when he ventured into the Maw. Thanks for your help, Kared. May Galawain guide your path. Take this with our thanks. You might visit Ter Evron to pray to the Lord of the Hunt. He sometimes grants special favors for those who prove themselves. Okay, cool. I don't want to do another quest.
Hey.
Don't give me another thread to follow, man. Sigh, I know, it's disappointing. That's the life of an animal murderer. She has major fatigue. Holy shit. That's obviously no good. Okay, let's go to Old Song. Oh, we're in Old Song. I'm stupid. Let's go to a tavern in Old Song, hopefully. No, nothing here looks particularly taverny. I don't believe they'd let me into Noonfrost. I think if I go to Burial Isle, that's like the end of the mission. Like, that's it. Okay, so I need another nap. God damn it. Just let me camp in the middle of town. If you're not going to give me a tavern, let me camp.
Builder's wisdom to you.
No, I need campsite. Not this trash. You fuckers again. Goodbye.
Builder's wisdom to you. Many blessings, traveler.
Not sure why I thought I couldn't go in there. Because I totes can. Okay, I was in here a little bit. Don't remember it at all, but I was. Cold is spread. Don't believe there was a merchant in here. What was my quest in here? Okay, snoop around like a big snoop. Let's do it. Door's locked, which
Let's see this stubborn
must
bastard.
unlock. Yeah, they get pissed if they find me unlocking doors that, or opening doors that I shouldn't be opened. Cool. This is the first time I'm using the dashboard on my cell phone. Seems to be okay. It reflects the same information on my desktop dashboard. So that's fine. Except it doesn't have a bunch of bullshit on it. Cool.
Of course.
No further. Just kidding. I have no idea. Turn back and do not cross any doors. The halls... Okay, sure. Taco with a big sub. Thank you. Yes, the big cumulative subs. It's a new day. Yes, it is. How are you, man? How was your day? I'm just busy not making a ton of progress in this game. I've done okay. Yeah, they wouldn't like me opening that door either. He just woke up. It's the right time for it. What is it? 8:30 your time? Wake up, do some DS3 runs, no big deal.
I've got this. It's done.
Hopefully this is the one that's left alone. Gonna play auto chess all night. Is auto chess chess? What is auto chess? Get the fuck out of here. I'm spying. You leave. Don't wander in here. There's no reason for you to be in this room. Get the fuck out. It's like crack. Nice.
I'm here.
Oh, she saw me. That's too bad. Alright. We can be seen everywhere. It's Dota 2 arcade mode. I actually only have like a rudimentary knowledge of what Dota even is. But yeah. It's a Dota 2 mod that kind of plays like lower tower defense with gacha game. Okay, cool. That's cool.
All right then.
Alright, Pellers, what do you got? Big strongness or lore is good. We'll do more lore. Sure. Inspiring Triumph. Inspires all allies in the vicinity when the paladin downs an enemy, providing a temporary bonus to all defenses. Cool. Friendly aura, plus 6 accuracy, plus 15% of grazes converted to hits. That's alright. Zealous Charge, plus 2 movement speed, defense when disengaging. That doesn't help me. Deprive the Unworthy. That's got a cool name. Foe target, beneficial effects suspended. 65. What is the cap on that? Like a hundo? You guys and your momos. And your momobas. Commands an ally to redouble their efforts, improving their deflection. These are all fine. I like auras, though. Auras are the shit. Healing Chain. Allied target. Ooh, that's good. Fuck yeah, let's do that. I like Endurance. 80's the cap. Nice. Till that hot new expansion drops. Then it's like, oh, all new players auto level up to 90. Congrats. You still got a rare candy? Is that... Did they... Really? I know that's Pokemon rare candy. Is there literally rare candy in Guild Wars? Those cheeky fuckers. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, so I didn't find a place to have nappies. You have 2 level 80 boosts? Perfect. Where the fuck am I gonna have a nap? There was no tavern or anything. It's not in Elmshore. If anywhere, it would be in Hearthsong. But there's nowhere to go. Sleep in the streets. It actually won't let me. Yeah, it's not allowed. It won't let me is the most whiny baby video game thing to say, but it is what it is. It's the Tome of Knowledge, but it's the same. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, if they actually named it that, that'd be pretty cheeky and funny. I'd love that. I'd love that. But oh well. Guess I'm not buying your game. I know, man just wants to sleep on a bench. They won't let me. Why can't 6 people just sleep in the middle of the street? It's bullshit. Okay, well, I'll just go here and buy another campground. Yeah, we're real close to the end of this game.
Good intentions will only keep me upright for so long.
Oh, are you sleepy? You're all sleepy. I know. Yeah, some asshole put some major status ailments on us. Yeah, no place to have a nap. Oh, the sapling. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, I remember there. Yep, we can do it there. Cool. Fast forward, please. Forgot the stupid thing was a tavern and not a weird space tree. You streaming tonight, Taka? What are you playing? Play chess? Challenge you to chess right now. Just kidding, I suck ass. Checkers. Challenge you to checkers right now. Yeah, we can just talk to this guy. Have ourselves.
Hail and well met.
Nope, we're good. Yep, nap times. I will take this. Resolve is always good, sure. And we will buy another... I know, pal. These guys always sell campsites. Thank you so much. Feels good. Let's leave. Let's go to Burial Island. Leaving so much undone.
You all sure have a lot of traditions.
In Masuk, it's our connection to our past that keeps us going.
I'll say, it's kept you going for 5 years.
And yours has kept you running for 30.
I'm gonna look at this thing over here.
Banter, guys. Yep. I should check my character's biography. That's pretty much the whole story to date. Cool. Long story. Long, beautiful story that we've written over the course of 65 plus hours. Probably more because I've reset a bunch of times, dying. Let's talk to the ferryman. Go to Burial Island. I think we started this game in November.
Builder's wisdom to you.
I don't know what to do with myself. Take me across. Take care that you do not lose your footing. These waters have a fickle temper. Okay. Oh man, that looks like a final battle zone right there. Oh boy.
No sign that anyone's been here in ages.
Reach the shore. Somewhere on the island, the Court of the Penitents offers a way into Braith Amen, into Sun and Shadow.
Do you remember when we were children, and the missionaries came to tell us about the gods? They told us we could see them in the stars. I remember when I heard that, I snuck out at night and climbed the watchtower in the old fort because I wanted to see them better.
Thanks again for the resub, man. And you have a... I'll see you later. Yeah. You consume nutrients, unlike me. I'm fucking starving. Oh, dude. I have one of those candy bars. I'm going to go crush that thing as soon as the stream's over. But, yeah.
That fort burned down a few years ago when we cast the missionaries out. It was the missionaries who set fire to it.
Candy bar.
They didn't want us to be able to...
That thing is 400 fucking calories.
Shame. There was history in that fort.
That fort had outlived its use. It was a false sense of security. They'll do a lot worse if they ever return. Those missionaries are all inquisitors now. Strange to think they're the same people underneath, but I suppose you would know. This is your home as much as it is mine. Do you worry about it? I worry about you. You should be more worried about yourself. Half the guards still plot your death at night.
I miscalculated many things since this began. I'm relieved you weren't one of them. It's a good thing we didn't hang you.
Thanks, sis.
I always knew this path would have consequences, but I never wanted to see Kratom suffer on my behalf. I don't think I can stay here any longer. I am told the Inquisition is gathering an army, that they have sent messengers to bargain with rulers from distant lands. Kratom is not built to withstand a siege. If war is coming, I should be doing what Theos is doing. I will need allies. Allies in a stronghold that can resist an invading army.
Have you thought about Oceanus?
Oceanus. They have held off many would-be invaders, and their king has no love of the Inquisition's faith. I wonder, would he listen?
Maybe. Oh, Christ. Okay. I can't. Okay, I thought I was going to interact with these things as souls, but I can't. Whoa, that's weird.
Hmm?
They just jumped into me. That was weird.
Hey. Hey. Leave it to me. Hey.
Yeah. Okay, that's a door. Looks pretty locked, so I'll give it a pass for now. Yeah, they're going inside of me. Ghost ladies.
Hey. Leave it it to me!
Come on, Wolfie. Get it together. Soul Master. It's like a Onimusha. That's how souls usually go into you in that game. That was weird. Ooh. Last Blade of the White Forge. Well, no, because I set it back up. It's cool, though. No, I know what the White Forge is. Don't fucking tell me the history of the White Forge. I explored that pretty fucking fully, pal. Don't you worry about that.
Varathus! Hey. You're not getting through me.
Knocking down a ghost is a weird concept. But you can do it. It takes a knee like, ah, shit. Oh, I'm a ghost. Oh, man. You really roughed me up that time.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Shit. Oh, fuck. I forgot about that thing. Cool. Your soul is mine. Thanks. What? Where? Where's the fight come from?
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Hey, bros. These guys are not as tough as they look, thankfully.
Leave it! Leave it to me!
God, that movie's deadly. That's crazy. And it reloads so quickly. Gwithan Adraban Amulet. Better might.
Of course.
Keeping quiet.
Yeah, steal from all the bodies. Holy shit, that's scary. With all the pausing going on in these kind of games, they might as well be turn-based. It's not a bad point. But attack speed does matter. So that's a thing. And a couple of my guys do go pretty fucking quick. And I've been told at higher difficulties, I am just playing on normal, that it's literally constant pausing, like boop, 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 all the time. So,
hey.
That said, once you get used to it, it's kind of nice being able to just sit back and let the fight play out as it will. What's happening here? Oh, goodness. Well, I think I found the thing.
right then.
Collecting these matters. More to explore. I guess we might as well. Nice area. Okay, that made it easy. Oh shit. That is an actual fucking lower jawbone of something. Cool. Oh, maybe not. It's the top of a building. I totally misread that. Okay, I think we're good. Seems pretty well explored. Blocked passage. I'm sure my stone and chisel can do that. That basically skips the area. Okay, that's fine. Hey, you speedrunners, take note. Is there a speedrun of this game? I bet that'd be interesting. Speedrun of this game. It's probably faster than you think. I'm gonna say 6 hours. Actually, speedrun, they'd probably go easy mode. There's some overpowered as shit builds. So you can skip getting most of the characters, probably. Running after getting the world record, so that's good. Good, nice. That's logical next step, I think. So, positive. Yeah, I think you can shave probably at least 20 minutes off that.
Another turn.
World record time for PoE. Theo signals some unseen attendant standing beside a large crank. D. Oh, that's not ideal.
I ask again, Yovara Ixensios, do you confess to these heresies of which you stand accused?
He waits, but Yovara only stares straight ahead, her face stony, the creak of her restraints the only sound.
Do you confess to apostasy?
I confess to renouncing a mistake.
Do you confess to conspiracy against the one true faith?
Thanks for chilling, Zeb.
I confess to opening minds.
Blowing minds.
Do you confess to false prophecy?
Yes, I did that one.
I confess to following a false prophet.
Indeed. And where might we find this heretic?
Aha, it's you, stupid.
He wears the robes of a Grand Inquisitor.
Smash.
You have no followers here, heretic. Your lies hold no sway in the court of the penitents.
Only my truth, then.
Another turn.
Yeah, the stretchy torture would probably suck.
No! Wait! Wait! I'm ready. I'm ready.
You are ready to give a confession?
I'm ready to hear one from you.
She's all about the psych outs. Sorry. Sorry I didn't do it earlier. Shakes his head and points at the Inquisitor, and the scraping grind of rusted gears echoes in your mind as the apparitions fade away. That was a hell of a thing. Is this the final hole?
Looks like a long way down.
The final hole? Leap into the pit? Great pit lies in the shadow of the statue of Odica. No light from the surface reaches the bottom, but even so, you catch flickers of the ghostly glow in the depths. A wind from the pit buffets you. It isn't cold, but it races goose flesh along your arms. The wind carries a whisper, low and sibilant. As you look into the pit, souls gather around you. They encase you in a cloud of essence that swirls around your body while you consider your next move. Jump that shit in there. This doesn't feel like the last pit. Usually in games, they're like, hey, yo, this is the last pit. You need to stop if there's any other shit you want to do. You jump, trusting in the promises of the gods and the power of the souls to bear you safely down. The sudden drop takes your breath away, but the souls catch you, encasing you in a shining, thrumming aura. But while they slow your descent, you can still feel that you are falling faster than you should. The essence flowing around you is strong but chaotic. You find yourself drifting toward the wall. The wall, Star Platinum. Oh, lots of options here. Flip, directing yourself back to the center of the pit. Resolve. Take control of the souls to guide yourself to safety. I like it. Concentrating, you focus on the essence around you and knit it together in your mind. What was a jumble of souls becomes a single entity, coordinated and purposeful. It steers you to safety at the center of the pit. You manage to spread your arms and legs into an X, steadying your position and the rate of your descent. You start to feel more comfortable until you notice that Sagani is still falling too fast. Motherfucker, it's always Sagani. Sagani plummets, flailing and out of control. You could attempt a rescue, but the ground is approaching fast. It will take a feat of speed and agility to avoid injury. Command the souls holding your... Okay, well, I guess I have good-ass resolve. Your soul reaches toward the turbulent essence surrounding Sagani. Through the incredible force of your will, you are able to organize and bolster the lost souls enough to slow your companion's fall. Sagani reaches the bottom with a gentle thump. You reach the Court of Penitence, millennia-old stones safely under your feet. Your party is considered high level for the content in Act 4. If you would like... Fuck no, standard, bye. Don't tell me I'm a wuss, I don't care. It's the game's fault for letting me level up. It's your fault for letting me be a badass. It's your fault. Yeah.
After what seems like an eternity, your rapid descent comes to an abrupt end. You remain still for a moment while your heart settles and your eyes adjust, breathing in stale, forgotten air.
That is the
Before
Mortal
you,
Kombat movie
a
final
narrow
area.
and eroded walkway becomes faintly visible in the dim light, cutting a winding path through a cavern so expansive it seems a world unto itself. In the distance, you can make out the cold gleam of living Adra veins that spike and fork in and out of view from the murky depths beneath. Their glow a faint and fleeting guide along the ancient trail.
And there's a sequel too.
You look above at the
Yeah,
opening
I'll
you
think
jump
about that
through.
in like 5 years.
Now
How you doing,
barely a
Ben?
speck of light like some distant star alone in the cosmos and forever out of reach. Your only way lies ahead.
Cool.
Think
Yep.
I dislocated my... That's better.
You didn't dislocate
Everyone
anything.
all right?
You're fine.
No shattered knees? Good. Just me, then.
This place is cursed.
Oh no, I brought my
Did
B squad
anyone
in
bring
here.
a
Nah, it
ladder?
doesn't matter. Okay, we got level ups. That's a perfect time for it too. Look at how fucking cool I look. There is a sequel. That one would be a faster stream because I don't have to talk as much because it's fully voice acted, but holy shit. I don't fucking care about anything else at this point. I guess survival. Interdiction. Condemns my foes, dazing any enemy in the area of effect. Grants interdiction. Cool. That modifies Holy Radiance. I'm not a big fan of those. Because it like seems to change. So you get way less healing this way. Fuck that. What is the dog thingy? It's a fox. It's Sagani's companion as a ranger. Everybody gets a familiar as a ranger. So I think you get a choice between a bunch. So yeah. I chose to be a godlike, so I get a cool look about me. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that one sucks. So either this... I guess I'll do interdiction, because it seems to be an entirely individual move. The white dog. Yeah, it's a fox. Yeah, it is a fox. Its name is Itumek. It's pretty cool. It knocks people down and does physical attacks. So I basically get a extra character to fight with. It's nice. I don't really care. Lore, I guess. Acolyte's Radiance. Area of effect, friendly target. Bunch of endurance, sure. I love endurance. It's my favorite thing. It's pretty cool, yeah. So if I had made my own ranger character, I would have had my own. And I think you get like bear, lion, wolf, you know, a bunch of different choices. I think pig is honestly one. This is a cat, by the way, so don't worry about that. Just a cat.
Of course.
It hangs out with us.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
See, that's how that works. Traps everywhere. Cool. There's a cat. Yeah, you get a pet. I have 3 cats. One of them is a zombie cat. I have a cosmic pig. I have 2 dogs.
Of course.
I have 3 miniature versions of enemies that I fought. So yeah, you get a lot. Pow. Oh man, we are going to blow through this area.
Leave it to me!
Got him. Okay, none of these seem particularly valuable to me right now, but whatever. Cool. Yes, I got a zombie cat. I'll show off the zombie cat. I don't use it because you can't really tell it's a zombie cat. It's really a zombie cat in description only, but I guess if you look real close, it kind of looks like a zombie. Kinda.
Take that!
It's got a lot going on for it. This game is not messing around. I like the roleplay.
Leave it to me!
Lots of options. There's like 8 characters, I think, that I'm not using right now that I have. Alright. Let's check out our cat. I think it's here somewhere. There it is. So there's a black and white cat. There's a yellow lab. There's an old hound. There's a regular piglet. There's a little fishman enemy. There's a statue. Where's my zombie cat? Zombie cat. There's my cosmic pig. There you are. So it's a black cat. This black cat makes a grisly companion, for its thin hide is stretched over its bones. The skin is rotting away around its chin, and there's an unsavory gleam in its golden eyes. All the same, it seems content to twine about your ankles, purring. It did mention specifically when we got it that the cat was dead, but whatever. Unfortunately, we can only... Oh, you know what's funny? So this guy, Adair, he loves petting our pets. He like talks about petting our pets when we walk around. And so when I had the dog equipped, he goes, "Hey, can we get like a second dog to make friends with the first dog?" It was the fucking funniest thing I ever heard ever. It was so funny. Love this dude. He's been in our party since we got him. He's the only one that has not changed. Everyone else is kind of new and replaced somebody else. Except for Sagani. She's kind of OG. Yeah. Anyway. Where was I? Putting that cat on, I think. Put the cosmic pig away, although it is the coolest one. I do like Fat Orange Kitty, too. That's pretty cool.
Alright, then.
Alright, there's Kitty. There it is. You can't really tell that it's all fucked up, but it's there. So yeah, they just kind of wander around and don't really help me do shit. But hey, we like cosmetics around here. $20 a pop if it's Fortnite. Ooh, they're Wessels. We can kick their ass easy. That should do nicely.
Hey.
Great character development. I agree. I was tickled pink. It's better banter than Mass Effect. That's got some damn good banter.
Right on, Sagani!
You triggered a trap, you fucking idiot. I can't believe you. Oh no, that's your fault. Oh well. You should have known that was there. You're our mechanic. Daybreak, Morningstar, two-handed. Daybreak was the product of the careful engineering of an animancer from Solus Vale. Hoping to create a defense against the blights and phantoms that often plague neighboring villages, he developed a Morningstar that was especially effective against such nightmarish beings. Unfortunately, he died before he could make more. Even though he'd had no involvement in the early experiments with Hollowborn, he was murdered by one of the many lynch mobs that formed after the appearance of the first Wicts. Sad times. Broad belt of power. That's pretty good.
Hey.
What does she have now? +1 endurance per... Yeah, that doesn't really help over a fight. It's not helping her at all. Is this a Pillar of Eternity? Is that what this is?
Lead the way.
Sure would like some closure on that.
Of course.
GM, why don't you step back? There we go.
Hey.
You have a Modal, don't you? 1 per encounter. The Paladin targets a single ally for healing, but the effect continues to jump between allies up to 6 times. Great. So you. Oh, that's a pretty limited range, though. I don't like that. So we'll do you instead.
Hey.
Ooh, that's really good healing. Good, good maneuver right there.
Hey.
I think that hit everybody. Damn, what a move.
Then.
Why am I getting money? New Game Plus? Why did you let him into the area here, guys? That was not ideal. I did not think that was a good maneuver.
That's not supposed to happen.
You're not getting through me.
Varanthus!
That lightning coming down from the sky, that's our instant kill on vessels.
Leave it to me.
You can see their top left corner under their enemy name is their enemy type, and vessels are weak-ass bitches against
All right, then.
Maneha's weapon.
Ready, Watcher. Let's see this stubborn bastard.
Hey.
Is this really the only way? Okay. We gonna find Theos at some point? Column of Adra rises above you, stoic and silent. Its ridged layers a measuring stick for the passing of ages. It feels to you as a thick block of ice, and you perceive buried deep in a core a dim, flickering flame, all but extinguished, yet preserved against the ravages of the elements. At your approach, the flame seems to steady and draw strength, and the layers separating it from you melt away. You are bathed in its glow, and a bright beacon in the gloom. The glow seems to fade, as though you had adjusted to its intensity. Where it was, Eovara seeps into existence, an idyllic shade hovering above the moist prison floor. Though ageless, she appears somehow different to you now, a slight stoop to her carriage, perhaps, or a trace of sunkenness in her eyes. There was a broad scar across her face, fibrous and wormy where flames once lapped, unhealed even in death.
Hello, sister.
Oh, it's
It
even
has
in her
truly
portrait.
been ages.
Her portrait is scarred up. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of subtle, but it is there.
You are so different now from who you were then, yet much remains the same. Old troubles with a new face. What is it that has brought you here?
I want to make sure you still suffer. It would seem that I have unfinished business here. It's true.
I'd hoped after our last discussion you would find what you sought. Has it eluded you all this time?
Yeah, it's been pretty fucked.
I can only guess your presence here has something to do with Theos.
Mm-hmm.
The energy of this place changes when he is near. I don't know what he has done, but I do know of the souls that pass through here now. They do not come by choice.
Theos diverted them from the cycle. He seeks to empower Wodika and to blame Animancy for the damage he's caused.
After all this time, he would still stand against the tide.
You knew me when Theos did. There's something I need to know about that time.
I will tell you what I remember.
There's something about that lifetime my soul can't let go of. I need to know what it is, and I'm running out of time. I see moments from that life, of you, of the Inquisition, of Theos.
I can see his influence.
So I was right.
Still
Okay, well, that's
hanging
good.
like a weight about your neck. So it always was. He had inspired something in you. We spoke of him the last time you were here also. It was just after the trial.
The last time?
You were agitated. I think because you started to consider that what I was teaching may have been true.
And what was that? Her mouth tightens and her brow furrows, a look of pity. Her eyes shift back and forth between each of yours, as if looking for something that would help her decide whether to speak.
That the gods aren't real.
Excuse me? I literally talked to Barath. Pelagina throws her head back and laughs. Ha ha ha, of course not. It all makes sense now.
She's not serious.
That doesn't seem possible.
It literally doesn't seem possible. What's happening here?
What I taught was that the gods whose faith we had been spreading were not gods at all, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
Is this the dog ending? Is this the Silent Hill 2 fucking dog ending? I'd flip out if we got a dog ending. That'd be so sick. Who created these gods, and for what?
They were conceived by Engwyth, a society of high minds and broad concerns. Theos' people. In their time, every people worshipped its own gods. Sometimes they warred over it. After a few wars of their own, the Engwythans sought an end to it. They devoted all their energy to finding the true creators. Generation after generation, they prodded and worked the stitching of the world and unlocked its secrets. One day, they found an answer. Except the answer was no answer at all. There were no gods to be found. Or if there ever were, they were gone. It shook them, this finding. If they could discover this on their own, how long until others would? How long before war and chaos reigned over a world without consequence? But they had mastered many things in their pursuit of these answers. And with their mastery, they crafted their own gods to fill the void, and sent missionaries to the corners of the world to spread their faith.
I did not think we were going to get a reveal in this game. I just thought it was going to be a fight. Info dump, though, huh? This is why you started your own faith.
I never thought of it as faith, but I think you are right to call it that. Let the world see. Let them decide what to do. That was my faith. I became a missionary because the gods brought me hope that I wanted to bring to others. For a time, the truth sent me to a dark place. Then the day came when I realized nothing had changed, that I still had a purpose, and the purpose was the same and it was worth living for. I began questioning the other missionaries in public, exposing their parlor tricks. In time, their following became mine.
How did you discover all
The
this?
Engwythan missionaries all knew it, but they never told the rest of us. They meant it to be a secret that died with them. And in the end, They allowed their bloodlines to fade from memory. I had been assigned to join a few of them at a temple. I found the door to their chambers closed, but the room was stone and the door thin. Their voices carried. I heard enough. I investigated the things they spoke of, and everything was there, just as they said it'd be.
Later on, after I left the Order, a few Inquithans found my words persuasive and joined my cause. They revealed what I did not already know. Is it true, what you taught?
You asked me this once before. Nothing I can say would be any proof, and it may be certainty your soul craves. Resolution. But if you are bound for the same place Theos directs these souls, you will see for yourself, as you once did. Everyone faces this truth at one time or another. Few confront it. Few have the stomach to ask.
This is a weird reveal, because we already know that souls exist.
They deny themselves an identity of their own.
The supernatural exists, spirits exist, ghosts exist, but not gods? It's kind of weird. She scans her audience in silence, her eyes thoughtful, lingering on each member of your company in turn, finding interest in things unseen.
What if all the tragedy, all the persecution, came in defense of an imposter?
She said that to Adair. You can't read it there. Pyramids exist, blasphemy. You're right, that's true. Actually, no, that's a bad example, because those also did not exist, because Solid, what's his face's head. But no, yeah, you're on the right track.
But that's not... That can't be right. Aethys, he's done miracles for people.
The power of the gods is undeniable. The truth of the story they weave is not. What if our burdens come to us not because they are meant to be, but because they happen to be?
She says this to Sagani.
We fulfill them anyway, because they still matter to the people around us, even if we know better.
She's fairly practical, so that is not a surprising response.
What if even mastery over all things cannot answer the most basic of questions?
That to Pallegina.
I stopped asking those questions long ago. It is enough to care for those we love with the time we have in this life.
What if the cycle of birth and death is nothing more than a tool of endless preoccupation?
That to Grieving Mother. She returns her gaze, nodding her head almost imperceptibly. For a moment, all is silent. Yovara nods back, seemingly moved by some unspoken understanding. She locks eyes with Minea.
What if no god had the authority to relieve our burdens, or absolve our sins?
Well then, shucks, sugar, I don't know what I'd do.
Are the gods any less important because we created them?
Her voice.
If what we're saying is true, people made the gods because they needed forgiveness, guidance, grace. Things we're not so good at offering one another. For the first time in decades, I feel whole. And it was the power of a god that made me so.
That is very interesting. She is firmly like, yeah, gods though still.
Power it may have been, but not the power of a god.
You feel the weight of Yovara's translucent eyes upon your soul. What if we can be assured of nothing? Lots of answers here. Then the only value is in the things we create ourselves. Then we had best build our own strength so we can bear it. Then only when we cease to exist as beings can peace be found. It's pretty dark. Then it is the questions that have always posed more value than their answers. That sucks. And the fewer people who realize that, the better. Then all we can do is endure. I don't know. I guess number one. The only value is in the things we create ourselves.
Verus. We find purpose in ourselves and in the people in our lives.
Her portrait is the fucking bee's knees.
And in the lives we create, is this not the essence of motherhood? To create, cherish, nurture, to give of yourself for the sake of another.
High philosophy here tonight.
There is bliss to be found in the things we create, but sorrow as well. Every creation bears the imperfections of its creator, and its creator's creator. Art and song are creations, but so are weapons and lies. We must be careful that our creations do not consume us.
That reminds me of the time we helped these guys build zombies and the zombies killed them for it.
I ask these things not to trouble you, but to show why they must be confronted. No answer is simple, but somewhere
Yeah, I need a
between
degree,
them all lies a
right? Is this
truth so
Kierkegaard
powerful,
or
not even a god could
Nietzsche?
conceive it? Do we not owe ourselves a chance to find our part in it?
No answer is simple, but somewhere between them all lies a truth so beautiful, not even a god can conceive it. Do we not owe ourselves a chance to find our part in it? We do. Even without assurances, there is still truth. No, people don't need to know that things happen for a reason. People need to know that things happen for a reason. Fabricated reason is better than... That's stupid. I don't think it makes much difference either way. We do. Even without assurances, there's still truth.
That is truly what you believe. Then you are a far different person than the one I knew.
I am a different person. I just have your old friend's soul, that's all.
I've been alone here with my thoughts for so long now. I've found peace with my failures, and with my punishment. I no longer curse fate for what might have been. But there is one thing that has clawed and scraped at my mind all these years. One thing that will not be put to rest until I know. Until I understand.
For the first time, hints of doubt trace her serene visage.
I need to know why you chose to remain with the Inquisition, even after you'd learned the truth. Do you remember?
This is always weird when they give me the opportunity to write my own past. I'm writing my own past. They're not telling me what happened to me. I'm telling them what happened to me. Sorry, there are no assurances. I don't think I had a reason. I just did it. I was afraid of what Theos might do to me if I didn't agree to it. Your capture brought me glory. I wanted to please the gods. Your teachings were a threat to all I believed in. I resented you. Well, I always try to go with the least mean answer, but none of these are particularly fitting that bill, so I'm going to have to go with something committal. Being afraid of dying is a pretty good reason to do anything. Yeah, I was mad scared. Yeah, I was afraid.
Boudica gifted him a great many things, but his ability to manipulate was always his own. Good. Good. The things I taught, the things I believed, I needed to hear that. I needed to know it wasn't because...
Because I doubted you? Because I thought Theos was right? I needed to know it wasn't because, after everything you'd learned, you'd still rather believe in a lie. If that is the conclusion people reach once they know everything, then my purpose has been a mistake. You were naive to be so trusting of people. Did my opinion matter so much to you?
I've always looked up to you, since we were children.
She is my sister, despite me being a frickin' godlike. We're not talking about that, even though she's an elf and I'm not that.
You had heard both sides, seen everything. If not you, then who?
You're never going to be able to convince everyone of anything. True or not, there will always be dissent. I see your point. Yeah, I see your point.
I'm aware of the folly of trying to learn so much from so little. I've had time to consider that in all its facets. But in the end, it was all I had. Even knowing what you've told me, some part of me knows it doesn't truly answer what I wished to know, nor will an eternity of silent contemplation. I will have only my guesses and suspicions, and that will have to do. And what of your understanding of our past? Are you at ease with the choice you made?
I see the world differently now than I once did. I regret what I did to you and wish your forgiveness. I'll do it again. It wasn't me who made the choice. I bear no responsibility. I'm going to go with one. She seems to need forgiveness, so yeah. I see the world differently. I regret what I did, and I wish for your forgiveness.
I have always forgiven you. Whatever your reason, no quarrel of ideas can sever ties of blood and essence. No parting of ways can erase memories of times without worry. times when even without gods, we were never truly alone. At first I thought this might be the source of your soul's anguish. But now
Steps
I see
to
I
the
was
wheel.
mistaken. You are not divided on this matter. You have put it behind you. It is with Theos that your agony lies, in sun and shadow. Your questions are not for me, but for him. And it may be that only an answer from the mouth of Theos himself will satisfy your needs. Yet if there is anything I can tell you that would be of use, ask and you shall know.
What is Sun and Shadow? I could tell you what I believe, but again, it would be no proof. I have only what I have seen and what others have told me about it. There's only one man who can tell you now, who knows it to a certainty, and you shall face him soon enough. I will leave you to see it for yourself, make your own judgments. Better for your soul. I guess you can't help me at all then. How do you speak Adarian? I speak no language now but the wordless expressions of the spirit. It is through my connection to you that I am able to draw upon your words and form them as my own. Are you bound here until the end of
In a
time?
matter of speaking.
That's bad.
This is Braeth Yamen, the court of the penitents. Souls are confined here until they repent. They must beg the forgiveness of a god, pledge their soul to them, and they will be lifted from this place to the world above. In truth, they receive leniency, but not true mercy. The spite of Woodica is eternal. They linger above, at the side of the old court, and are not permitted to leave the island, forever severed from the cycle. This prison was full once in the days of the Inquisition, but time weathers all things, even will. I'm the only tenant who remains. Yet, I feel their presence strongly now, as it was in the beginning. You have brought many of them here. They cry out for the judgment of Theos. You have struck some bargain with the gods, then?
I did. The other gods aid me because they want Theos destroyed. I owe them no debt.
They aid you because they would bend you to their own
That's true.
purposes.
Barath did specifically
And
tell us to
build
do
gods from
something
ideals.
specific.
And an ideal on its own is a grotesque and vicious thing. But these souls, these forgiven the gods have bequeathed you like chattel. They were loyal followers in life. They will be with you to the very end.
Why don't you repent? You could be free of this
Last
place.
time someone asked me that, I was bound to an iron wheel with a broken spine. There are many things I've come to doubt about the choices I made in life. But that trial was my one moment of certainty. Even without a chorus of gods to tell me I had been right. The gods need to be reminded that we have a spirit, and that spirit is proof against their power. They have the power to manipulate and confuse and ruin us, but not to change our will. I will remain here until the world crumbles and fades from existence, with joy in my heart, knowing I've shown them what they truly are.
Do you know what it is I need from Theos?
I could not say for sure. But you have been to Sun and Shadow before, and it came at a crossroads in your life, when much of what you knew had been upended. I have to believe it will come to you there. Your concerns then were of loyalty and trust and the gods. Everything I told you seemed to send you further into doubt. His words mattered to you when you knew him then. After you and I spoke, you went immediately to seek him out. Perhaps you simply sought confirmation from the man you trusted. If something from that time still troubles you, it may be something he told you then, or refused to tell you. He keeps secrets better than any in this world.
Why has Theos done all this?
He cares only for the secret he keeps locked away. He destroys anyone who might discover it, no matter their chances. That's why he's always favored Woodica. It isn't in her love of promises or justice. It's her disregard for the rules. Her willingness to do what is necessary. To Theos, she's not a deity, but an ally with which to conspire. When her power waxes, she does as she pleases with this realm, as well as hers. And she wants that secret guarded as much as he. If Theos succeeds, there will be a shift in the balance of power among the gods. Woodica was vanquished once, when the other gods decided she had gone too far, and her power diminished. With this infusion, there is no telling what she will do. The only certainty is that there will be chaos in their realm, as well as ours.
Are the gods real or not? What are you saying? Oh, they're just beings that live in another realm and control mortality. That sound. There's a word for that. Not sure what. Might start with a G and end with a D, and have a big O in the middle. How can I get Theos to tell me what I need to know?
You will not find a more resolute being on all of Eora. There is no offer you could make, nor spell you could cast, nor pain you could inflict that would make.
This is really well written dialogue. I'm probably missing something, so I probably shouldn't make fun of it.
I see you have become a watcher in this life. Perhaps in defeat, when he can no longer defend himself, you might learn something from him.
Gotta go.
Theos will not wait for you. If you do not catch up to him now, you may never find him again.
Your defiance here is an illusion. Oh, the gods have given me the souls of their forgiven. If you repent, you could join with them. Help me strike the final blow against Theos. Your defiance here is an illusion. You are a slave to the gods, bound to their rules, stuck in their system. Your continued existence is proof of the gods' dominion over all of us. I know, I can go like maybe 3 layers deep into philosophy, but there's like 10 layers going on here. I just don't have it. If you hadn't planted doubt in my mind long ago, I'd be living a normal life right now. Before I go, I will repay you for this curse. Ouch. I'll waste no more time. Bye. I don't really need her as a party member. If you repent, you could join with them. Help me strike the final blow against Theos. Gotta go.
It's a cruel fate to waste all this time to
I'm not gonna make her do
with
that.
my only sister, only to be forced to part soon after. But then, what is life but a series of brief encounters with those we love?
Sure.
If ever we should meet again, in this life or any other, I hope to find you at peace.
Ta now. Well, that went on a long time. But it was pretty good. Okay. Don't really need it, but thanks. Guess we'll go down the stairs. Oh, there is a colorblind mode. Nice. Good job, game. Are we in the sun and shadow currently? I hear whispers. That's always scary. Sun and shadow. Seems to be mainly shadow up until... That's weird. Why is that lit up? Okay, whatever.
These ruins, like a great grave for a soul.
It is crazy dark in here, so... That's fine. Oh no, Blarg! Oh shit. Oh, that's right, Barath's souls are gonna light the way for us. All the lights that light the way are blinded. Cool.
Look at the size of this place.
Many spirit. Anger. Violence.
I don't suppose you could make a few bridges the same way, hmm?
No, sorry.
You do that again? I had something in my eye. Missed most of it. Hey.
No problem, Adair. This place is big. Do I want to do this, or do I want to end my stream? Is it almost in the night's time? Let's move forward. Diamond, cool. Any traps ahead of us? Enemies? There's an enemy, an Ingwithan Shade.
Hey.
That's plenty creepy.
Hey, All right,
Topaz. What happened to you folks? Okay, I just activated some dragons for some fucking reason. Shadow Drake, huh? Seems like not very productive to my endgame here.
Drop this.
Hey.
I never do. Look at that, it's a big finger. Nice.
Hey. Varanthus! Hey, you're not good. Leave it to me!
Okay, not that's. Oh, he flew away. I take it that's part of what I have to do here. Probably gonna have to activate all these little purple nodes.
Of course.
There's one. You seem to be quelling the darkness. We have to do these fights.
Yeah? Good shot.
You're not getting through me. Hey. You're not.
So that reminds me. By that I mean nothing, because I just had the memory just now. Interdiction. That's right. But we got a different thing. Something about the wheel? What was that? Steps to the wheel. One per rest. Foe AoE paralyzed for almost 5 seconds. Sickened for 12 seconds. Nice. The Watcher gives his or her foes a glimpse into the afterlife by displacing their souls momentarily, paralyzing them, leaving them sickened. That's pretty fucked.
Of course.
But also awesome. So that's a big obvious come inside me door. Being obvious is boring, so we'll move on.
Hey. Varanthus! Hey.
These vessels too? No, spirits.
Hey. Hey.
Okay. So are these spots just for show? Can I actually not go here? Or do I have to go down some stairs? These stairs maybe? Yeah, that looks right. Oh no, it blocks off. Okay. So it is just for show, it looks like. Well, that's fine. Not that I was asking for more adventuring. So that's just fine. Oh boy. beer lover. This is the boss fight, yeah? This is it? This seems like it. Oh, goodness. Wow. Lots going on here. This is an insanely cool area. I can't even see all of it. That helps, but I wish I could see it. All the cool moving parts. It's kind of like the last area in Tomb Raider. You're getting drunk? Good. Good. True to your name, beer lover. Excellent. I have some whiskey available to me, but shan't be drinking till I'm done with the stream. But I'm proud of you, buddy. Are you ready to take the oath?
To take the oath. To spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen.
No, gods are bullshit. We just learned.
I am trusting you to remain loyal to the gods in this. If you do not, you will have greater powers than me to answer to.
Yeah, it is a cool area. I like that last fight.
Answer to me as well.
I like how the last thing you do is use both your guns. That's pretty dope. It's like, oh, I remember Tomb Raider having 2 guns, and then all of a sudden, right at the very end,
I'm ready.
there it is.
Hey.
Wouldn't ask you to do this were there any other choice. I think that's crap.
This is a missionary, same as I was. Taught the wrong things as I was.
That's her again.
Osionis. They have held off many would-be invaders.
That's right, we gave her that suggestion.
You are ready to give a confession?
I am ready to hear one from you.
Mm-hmm. Here it comes. I guess I should have a camp. Yeah, that's a good place to camp right here in the ghosty space area. Hi, Mac. How are you? My cat's here. There's my kitty. Right up the gut here. Whoa! Huge experience. Oh, Adair has dialogue. Let's talk to Adair.
Well, doesn't that just beat all? Here I was, wondering all this time whether all these terrible things were people's fault or the gods. Turns out they might be the same thing. Wonder how things would have gone different 15 years ago if the Raid Sarens had been told their god was made in some forge or kiln someplace. Would we still have gone to war?
It was their god who made them believe what they were right. I doubt they'd have fought if they knew it was fallible. People were starving, they'd have rebelled sooner or later. Starving usually hurts.
I could see the rebellion still happening, but I don't know that they would have invaded.
He looks down at the ground, drumming his fingers against his side restlessly. When he speaks again, it seems half to himself.
I don't know. When Woden left for war, we, had a fight. As brothers will.
What about?
About him going off to war. He was set on it. But my parents warned him. They said you get a new country with every trip across the border, but your god, you only get the one. Me? I didn't know who was right. All I knew was I didn't want him to go. It's the same for families as it is for gods. You only get the one. I said every vicious thing I could think of, trying to change his mind. He brushed it off. Just got me madder, of course, him being so calm. He said I should come with him, but he'd understand if I didn't want to. I told him he'd better be able to face his god one day and answer for what he'd done. He said he'd keep that in mind. And then, he was gone. By the time I'd cooled off, months had passed. One morning it dawns on me that my brother always knew better than me. If he was so sure of what he was doing, then I should be there with him. I packed my things and was on the road that same morning. Of course, what I didn't know then was he'd already changed his mind. By that time, he was dead on that field.
Do you think he went to Whitewind because what you said to him?
Crossed my mind. You live in a place like Gilded Vale. You don't have a whole lot else to do other than think about things you don't want to think about. I hope that wasn't it. I hope he went there because it's what he thought was right. But it seems I'm not meant to know.
So if you'd left with him, you'd have known why he changed his mind.
If I'd have left with him, we'd both be dead, so I don't know why I bother thinking about it.
Yeah.
He asked me to trust him the day he left. Said if I went with him, he'd make sure we were on the right path. And he deserved that. He deserved that trust from me. Raid Saris is a long way to walk on your own. I think I'd have liked to have been there with him on that journey. Even knowing how it ended.
Okay, bye.
Still one more mess we gotta straighten out. Come on then. I still owe you one.
You sure do. Sure. Oh, a talent. Okay. That's another endurance one. That doesn't really help me that much. Whatever.
Hey.
No reason to overthink any of this.
All right then.
Nice music. Here we go. Theos. You've come to a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with Adra and trimmed with copper. At the far end, a great pillar of Adra pierces the floor from below like a ragged spike, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they are all questions. At the base of the pillar stands Theos, a look of concern on his face as he notes your approach. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all others, spinning madly in your mind, but you don't dare ask it yet. You need some admission from him first, some hint of the veracity of your suspicions.
You are far from your post, Inquisitor. What brings you here?
This is my past self confronting past Theos about what we learned about gods not being real. That machine behind you, what does it do?
It has many uses, but its purpose is to bring structure to the chaos that surrounds it.
What is this place?
We are in a sanctum holy to Utica. There are others like it in service to the other gods. I come here often to pray for her counsel, and in this space I may be assured that she hears me.
All these statues, who are they of?
They are monuments to Utica's greatest servants among my people. I hope to join them myself one day, but my work is not yet complete.
Was Iovara telling the truth?
That woman sought only to destroy the foundations of peace and civility that my people sacrificed everything to build.
Was the Inquisition based on a lie?
The Inquisition was based on the need to cut the flesh from a rotting wound.
Don't circle around the subject, sir. You're shaking now, having lost all patience for tact. No more evasions, you have to know. Everything you believed, everything you have done for the gods. Did you lie to me when you said the gods could end suffering? Theos says nothing. Are there no gods?
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked? Something men can turn to in their darkest moments when their days seem only like bridges from one tragedy to the next. Our gods are all these things.
With Theos' every word, you find yourself losing control of a boiling cauldron of rage and doubt and fear and hopelessness until you can take it no more. Are there no gods?
We are in a sacred place within earshot of the gods themselves. This is not the time. You've been through much these past few months. You will return home and you will rest. When you feel you have recovered, you may rejoin us at the trials. The Inquisition is far from over, and I will have need of you. There are many who continue to spread the lies of the apostate. The Inquisition will not end until we have pronounced judgment on all of them.
His eyes linger on you, and there is no mistaking the threat behind it, and your rage shrinks at the image of an iron wheel in your mind, monolithic and caked with the dried blood of thousands. You do not ask your questions again.
How did you find it?
Hey. I didn't. It was Lady Webb. It was?
Another in a string of acts of petty defiance. For all her knowledge, she always preferred spite over reason.
She loved you. She did love him.
Then she should have obeyed. I ask one thing of all my followers. She was incapable. A waste of rare talent and intellect.
Her talent and intellect were too great for her to live as your servant.
What of your cohorts, then?
I like how we're standing up for
They
Lady
have
Webb in this
followed you to
moment.
their
This big
deaths.
moment, and
Is it loyalty that brings them
we're
here?
standing up for the old lady.
Or is it, as my agents suggest, that they have no direction of their own?
I haven't thought about her in a long time. It's been a while since she kicked the bucket.
You worshipped Aethys, did you not?
Your spies are good. What gave me away? The cape?
Yet when your god needed you the most, you chose your country.
Adair frowns, irritated.
We were being invaded. Not by anyone who was acting like a god.
Then I should think your hometown gave you a hero's welcome when you returned.
You're a dick.
Well, they made cake.
Haha.
And I think you can expect folks to get jumpy when the gods aren't there to reassure them. Maybe if they weren't all too busy trying to kill each other.
He's going to challenge my team, and I think they're largely going to tell him to fuck off, but Mineha may not. She seems pretty stoked to have gotten rid of that memory.
The gods argue over how best to prevent Kith society from destroying itself. These disruptions would not be necessary were mortal instinct not so diseased. I understand your Duke's bells gave you a mission.
This to Pelagina.
Their orders do not absolve me of my greater responsibility to the safety and well-being of the Republics.
You might want to skip this one, Theos. Don't want to pick a fight you can't win.
Yet you disobeyed.
That's funny.
Something you already have a reputation for. They will know, of course. If it had been for a worthy cause, they might have forgiven you. But I don't see them pursuing animancy after seeing what it's done here. They trusted you, and you disappointed, as you always have. And you will again be disowned.
The parents scold, but the children are safe. Whether animancy research continues in the Republics or not, they will survive. For now, that's enough. In any case, I wouldn't be so smug about my fate, Theos. I imagine Woodica responds to disappointment much more severely than even my dukes.
You are far from home, dwarf.
I knew my hunt would send me
What
a
if she just
long
makes
way
fun
from
of
Masuk.
her for being short?
It was a challenge I was glad to undertake for my village.
Here's my kitty.
A journey, then. It must be of some import to take you so far and to last so long.
It's important to Masuk, and so it's important to me.
And the lost gift-bearer. You have been many things in this life, all because you fear what you really are.
Last I checked, the Ingwithans didn't make you a god. You want to tell me you don't have any regrets of your own?
There is no greater calling than the spread and protection of our faith. I regret nothing in service of that cause.
Then you haven't been looking hard enough.
Or perhaps I have merely witnessed the alternative. You are here because you are lost. The gods cannot reach everyone, I'm afraid. May you fare better in your next lives.
Wow, he's got nothing to say to grieving mother? That's interesting. He directs his gaze at me.
I gather you have had your soul awakened. Why else would you shadow my footsteps like some stray mongrel? You think I have something to offer you, but our business was concluded long ago.
I lived my life by all the lies you told. You owe me the truth. One of us is going to die in this room. You may as well admit you lied to me before that. I guess that's true. Offer him death. I bring forgiveness. No, I don't. Fuck him. I do sort of just want to attack him, like, end the game button. Let's go. But we've come this far. We might as well go a little further. I guess I'll roleplay as my past self. You owe me the truth.
I answered your questions once. That your soul is not fit to accept the answers is of little concern to me. I lied to no one. Not to you, not to anyone. The gods are real. They are everything we need them to be, and the world is better for it.
You convinced me once that spreading your false faith would end atrocities, yet here you are committing your own. Ouch, that's a great one. That's a good comeback. Immediately
The
that one.
spread of our faith ended many such atrocities. I do what I must to ensure it continues to do
She's
so.
talking about the Hollowborn, yeah.
The heart of this country has skipped a beat. Nothing more. I have done far worse. I plunged the peaceful kingdom of Telosus into civil war. I slew the monarch of Desantio, whose people never knew hardship under his rule, and replaced him with a cruel despot who brought them to ruin.
See, now he's just grabbing his crotch at us. What a
When
dick.
plague arrived at the great city of Arborensis, I saw to it that the cure did not. They piled their dead outside the city in heaps that rose above their walls.
Yeah, he's pretty evil. I mean, I definitely want him dead. I kind of wish we knew more about him before we got to this point, so, you know, the last 66, 67 hours, you know, maybe a little bit more incentive to come kill him. Like Pagan in Far Cry 4, you know, tasted my mom's ashes. Good reason for me to go through the game and try to kill his ass. And as soon as they let me control my character, I popped him in the face, so, yeah. Spoilers. Nothing could justify these atrocities.
That's where you are mistaken. There was a time, back when your soul was still a shapeless mist, when the world believed only in false gods. Thousands of them. Gods that told them to take slaves. Gods that told them to make war upon their neighbors and devour the slain.
Oh no, I
Gods that
ruined
told
it.
them to burn their children alive and cover
Spoiler, the good
themselves
guy
in
wins the video
ashes
game.
as a sign of their faith. But all that changed when they learned of the true gods.
I am sorry if it's the
Our
case.
gods.
It's a good game, though.
All those misshapen, bestial instincts melted beneath the radiance of our god's majesty.
I don't
You
remember the
could
end of
see
Far
it
Cry
in
3
their
because it was
eyes.
fucking ridiculous.
That dull
Excuse me.
emptiness replaced with the glimmer of a kindled spark.
Is the good guy actually a good guy? I guess that depends on the ending you choose. Like in 3, you can just bang the cult lady, which is a good choice. Teaching them there were no gods would have achieved the same purpose.
And replaced it with one far worse. Have you imagined this existence? The one the apostate would have created. We are not all so virtuous as she. Without our gods, the most wicked, the most tyrannical, they would take that power for themselves.
You like power,
But
though.
more than that,
Look at your hat.
it would be a hollow existence. All mysteries forever unanswered. All purposes constructed from meaninglessness. No endings to bring closure. Only a wheel, turning without mercy, grinding our spirits to dust.
You're right, that's no way to live. Let's be friends. That's how it has to be, then so be it. Your way comes at too great a cost. I'm just gonna go with you underestimate people.
For all my years, I have seen exactly what they are capable of. What the apostate asked was beyond
You're the
any-
craziest of the bunch. Don't fucking tell me this.
All I have seen, the millennia of experience. I will not be dissuaded from this course. This is the only way.
You're blind to think yours is the only way. You are controlled by your own doubts.
We are all controlled by our own doubts. Better that we should be relieved of them. With your soul and thousands of others, I will see this world purged of its suffering. Hear me, Woodica. Your servant calls for aid.
Am I gonna fight Wodica along with this guy? Holy shit, what a tag team. The game kind of froze. Here we go. Ouch! Oh no, my friend's got knocked ground. That's bad. Oh no! Oh no. Yar! Okay. Well, sure, yeah. Okay, so we got Theos, resistant to everything. Bodica's headsman, Bodica's judge. Resistant to everything. Cool. Let's see, can I use my Watcher bullshit? The Watcher gives his or her foes a glimpse into the afterlife by displacing their souls. They can't be sickened, that seems pointless. Judge Day, big time. None of these seem particularly effective in this instance, so we'll just go with that. Oh, we killed him! Haha, we killed him easy! Oh no! I think we powered up his bros, though. Soul Jump absorbs 26 damage. What the fuck does that mean? I guess I was wrong. Maybe I need to kill these fucking things. Yeah, let's kill these things. She's having a bad day, but... Okay, he's badly injured. That's what we need. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill these things before we can finish off Theos, I think. Lots going on here.
Huh?
Hey.
Oh, he just knocked my whole party
Leave it
down.
to me.
Damn, son.
You're
Near death anyway, so it's fine. Just kill his ass. Got one. Okay. Theos engaged Grieving Mother. So Grieving Mother may go down here in a second. She needs to... Yeah, she went right down. Ouch. Whole squad got kind of fucked on that one. That's sort of helpful. Oh no! That's really bad. Star Platinum is the one I need to stay alive the most. She's the one who brings my team back to life. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me a lot. That's pretty bad.
You're not...
Yeah, she brings the whole squad back to life. That's her job. Oh, did we destroy that thing already? Run away from it!
Not now, Adair!
Fucking Adair went down. This is pretty bad. Adair's okay. Nope. He lived.
Hey.
Nice. Holy shit.
Good shot.
Hey, Dare, can you knock him down, please, or something? She went down. Sagani's gonna go down soon.
For some shut-eye.
This is bad. We're totally fucked. Wow, he fucked us up.
Just like old time. Just like old...
Got me. Why are we just facing each other? Oh, she's dominating or something.
Just like...
I don't think she can win. Yeah, I don't think she can win. She's gonna miss a lot. It's pretty tight. Yeah, she's gonna get fucking dead, and we're dead. Well, that's too bad. Is the autosave the closest one? It might actually be. Okay, let's go with the autosave. Ouch! We got destroyed. I guess maybe I'll start with the Because I did kill Theos, I got him down, but it seemed like that state just encouraged the things to live, and then he became a badass.
Kroak 10!
Cool. Autosave puts me right here. That's nice. Let's kill the vessels first. Nice. I know the auto level thing. Yeah, that'd be a tough fight. I don't know how far apart we are based on him actually just killing me. I'm gonna say probably a couple levels. I'll look up a walkthrough later and see what the recommended level is for it. Okay, he's dead already. Okay, great. That's not great. She took a big hit. So did she. That sucks. Damn, dude. Why is she getting killed so easily?
No pain.
Oh, it's because they're both on fucking fire. Well, that makes sense.
Leave it to me.
Maneha, please don't go down. Not a big fan of that shit.
You're not getting through me.
Fuck.
Leave it to me. Paralysis. Paralysis. You got Sagat.
Got the whole damn squad again. Crap. That sucks. Putting out some good damage. I gotta get some more protectors on my team. I was relying on just DPSing the shit out of those guys, but it doesn't look like that's gonna pay a lot of dividends for us.
Kroak 10!
Vos Rodai. So I need to get GM and Star Platinum the fuck out of town. So you two fuck like over here, you guys, and you there. That's fine. Oops. Hopefully that doesn't explode too bad. Man, they hate her.
Yeah. Hmm?
Fucking hell! Why is he killing her so dead? Jesus Christ! GM and the others go right down. He's dominant. Either she's confused. They're all confused. They can't do a thing. Oh, the AI is not going to have him attack us, though.
Just
like a... I'm here.
No, don't attack the dog, please. Thanks.
Hey.
Wish we could knock him down, though. Damn, that's a big move. That's a big move.
Hey.
Come on, guys. They're dominated. For 27 seconds? That's fucking ridiculous. Five seconds. 20 seconds. Fuck me. That sucks. Manea's the only one who's not fucked up currently. He's healing.
Uh-huh.
They're just attacking each other right now. Yeah, they're dominated forever. They finally just came back. Most of them did. Jesus, this is insane. Doggo's down. She can bring him back, though. Guys, are you fucking serious?
Palutena, hang in there.
Come on, get him down. Don't do that shit that I hate again. She's fucking dominated again. That sucks.
Leave it to me. You're not getting through me. Leave it to me. You're not getting through me. Leave it to me. Hey. Varanthus! Leave it.
Come on, Sagani, come back to me. Then he takes huge damage. And he's just dead. Well, he came back.
Leave it to me.
Hey, we knocked him down for a second. That's nice.
Hey.
Do you have any potions or anything? Major endurance, that's pretty good.
Let's get a good shot with this.
Worth and
Hey. You're not getting through me. Leave it to me.
Stop doing that shit to me.
Hey.
At 23 seconds. It's ridiculous. He is badly injured, but I don't know about all this. Adair's gonna take some hits here in a second.
Ready, Watcher.
She's gonna go down in seconds.
Worth and
Shit. Damn, dude. Sure wish my team wouldn't go down right away. I think GM has some moves that would protect her against... fuck me. Protect my team, rather, against having their mind dominated, but I'm not totally sure.
Roark 10!
I'm super hungry. Whew. Let's try this again just for fun. That's fine.
Hey.
Fuck it, let's take this one down. I'm going to assume he's immune from damage right now. That's basically just an assumption I'm going on. Doggo may go down.
You're not...
Could you take him down, please?
Laval.
Yeah, that didn't even touch Theos. Oh, grazed him. Sure, it didn't do damage, though.
Leave it to me!
Stay close.
Oh, he got up. Okay. See, now he gets up. He's gonna fuck our shit up big time. Yeah, he already fucked up half my squad, I think. Why are you walking up there, Sagani? That's a little much. What are you doing, team? You're not even fucked up yet. What's happening?
I wish you no harm.
Yeah, fight the guy. What is going on here? You're not even confused, are you? Doggo's just dead. Didn't do much.
Hey.
Yep, let's hit the guy with attacks. Let's do that. I'm just gonna frenzy her immediately.
Hey.
Okay, I don't know why this one's going better, but it is. RNG, maybe he's just not doing his moves. There we go. Those are the moves. Fuck him up. Yeah, we're doing it. Oh no, it's all gone bad.
Hey.
Worth it.
Leave it to me! Leave it to me! Leave it to me!
Shit, he healed himself. Look at that, he healed himself up good. It was going well, and then he dominated my fucking team. That's so crap. Most bad, he took down her. I have some Scrolls of Revival, I think, somewhere. She may have them. Nope. Oh, there it is, okay. Yeah, you wake up. Cool. That's good. That's real good. How can I help my team here? Protect them from... There we go. Immunity grants a single ally temporary immunity to the charmed. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to give that to a dare.
The Huntress.
Huntress go down, don't care. Take her out. That's fine, motherfucker. What an asshole. They're all brainwashed.
Ready to sleep like the dead.
Get the skillies out.
You're not getting through.
Man, we are just missing all over the place. Are we blinded or something? Must be. Some of us have mind domination.
You're not. Leave it to me.
Yeah, she's mind dominated. She's mind dominated. You just can't tell because there's so much going on.
Hey.
We lost someone.
Sure wish it would go away though. Gina needs to leave. Yeah, you step back. You do that cool thing.
this.
Do you have another one of those? You actually might. You do.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. You back in the squad yet? No, you are though.
Not like this.
Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I see what happened here. It's my fault. How the fuck am I gonna hit him? There we go, finally. Brainwashed her again. It's gonna keep happening. There's nothing I can do to stop it. She came back, that's good. He's dominated for another 11 seconds. GM is doing good damage. Hopefully he doesn't heal again, but he very well might.
Just like old.
Hey, Dare, I really need you back, dude. Really need you back on the team.
Not.
He is badly injured. She's confused. That's not a big deal.
Leave it to me.
I don't know what that is. Just like old Dimes dies. That's what happens with him. Come on, guys. I need you to live. Fuck, he healed again. God damn it. I can't do this fight all night, guys. I really need to fucking leave and, like, eat and not stream anymore. He fucking healed again. If he does more shit to me, I don't have an answer for him. He took her down.
Mow it. Leave it to me.
Adair doesn't do that much damage. She does the most damage. She's currently dominated. Adair went down. He went down again.
I wish you no harm.
They keep switching fucking... When they get dominated, they switch weapon sets. It's one of the most obnoxious things about it.
Oh, thank worth it.
Alright, one more attempt, and then I'm ending the stream. I'm not doing this all night. I could be at this for a long time, so... Just come to it fresh later. It's a shame they need to throw fucking status ailments at me as a means to do the fight, but okay. It's really unfortunate that he goes right after a priest. That's really shitty. She's the one that needs to revive the squad.
Kroak 10!
If I can just get some good hits on him after we kill these two guys, we should be able to take him out really quickly. Why is that right on Maya's head? That's bad. Yep, you need to live super, super hard, please. Man, that really hurts! Fuck off! What is doing that to us? Son of a bitch! Mac, come on, dude. That's really annoying too. My quick load goes to my quick save, not my autosave. I hate doing this. I hate ending streams on these notes, but that's what happens when you're on a, like a 2-3 hour stream limit. Should have brought my good team down here, by the way. Aravius wouldn't be taking this shit.
Leave it to me.
Cool. Guys, don't step in the fire, please. Yeah, why don't you do this? No, you need to revive the dog right now. Oh, you can't yet? Oh, shit. That sucks. We need to finish this really, really quickly. She's confused, which I can live with. Knock his ass down, please. Nice. Cool. That's a great move, and I love it. Get him up. Hey, Dare. These don't usually work these days, but that's fine. Come on. Gotta keep him from healing. Gotta keep him from healing.
Hey.
Got him. Is this the final battle? It was. It was. Whew. Nice. Just go 11-7 spells. Damn it, I wish I thought of that. At your feet rests the body of Theos, hollow, the dense wrinkles shaped by the silent shouldering of an eternal burden now smoothed across his color-drained face. I feel like there's more. His soul remains still for a moment, defenseless, its energy expended in defeat. It lies sprawled across his body like a death shroud. So I'm going to read his soul as my final act of finally reconciling my past self.
After journeying for lifetimes, I can't imagine his failure, knowing it was all for nothing.
That's right.
Thousands of souls he has tortured. Would that he could live those sufferings 1,000 times himself.
Hey Trey, thanks for the lurks, always appreciate.
In his own way, Theos must have truly believed he was caring for the people of Eora, protecting them from themselves. A shame his soul won't have a chance to reflect on his errors before it enters the wheel.
The wheel.
He was good at serving his god, I give him that. But he should have picked a better one.
Can't help but feel sorry for him. To live so long without a fresh start, with no chance to wonder what's around the corner.
I learned longer, Seb. It's true, you were here since minute one. Gotta respect. Explore his soul. With a deep breath, you plunge into Theos' soul, and where in Brackenberry... Trey's always here. Trey's a reliable dude. Love you, Trey. With a deep breath, you plunge into Theos' soul, and where in Brackenberry it had been a maze of narrow corridors and dead ends, now it is expansive and borderless, its walls crumbling into heaps like the ruins of Engwith as you pass through them. You travel for what seems like ages, rushing to a known destination, a memory you glimpsed once before. At last you see it, no more than a pinprick of light at the end of a long tunnel, expanding slowly at first, then quickly as you near. You come out in the room as you are standing now, but it is new and pristine and filled with people, thousands of them, all turned toward the great Adra pillar and the machine that encases it. Theos stands at the machine, and you are one with him now. You look out at the crowd, at faces of shriveled old men and cherub-cheeked little girls, at mothers bouncing infants to quiet them, and fathers clasping their children's restless hands, and watching you with somber acceptance. A woman with tears in her eyes gives you a small nod. You turn back toward the machine, your breaths constricted beneath the weight of unwanted knowledge, preparing yourself to set out alone on a journey without end. You close your eyes and open them again to find the machine is still in front of you, beckoning. You take your place in front of it and place your hands upon a large mechanical disc at the base of the great crystal column and speak a single word. Giant rings creep to life, building speed, setting arrays of carved draconic knells aglow, and sending tremors through the platform beneath you. The entire room shakes now from the force of the accelerating machine, all sound drowned out by its deep, deafening thrum. Brilliant tendrils of light arc outward from the pillar in all directions, and you look over your shoulder to see them engulfing the crowd, burning them brightly like hot iron. One by one the tendrils disappear, leaving ashen effigies where people once stood, many of them disintegrating into gray heaps under the stress of the tremors. That was all the bodies that we found coming in here. Very Dark Souls 3. You look above to see the Adra pillar, and a glowing spherical mass has begun to coalesce atop the column where the arcs converge. It grows and pulses, translucent and bulbous like some immense chrysalis. Suspended in slow rotation as though it were being spun from the arcs of light. When the last arc disappears, the spectral mass hangs a moment, no longer rotating, so bright you must shield your eyes with an outstretched hand, and it seems to you as though it is looking at you. You bow your head in acknowledgement and look back up to see it melt into the pillar like warm candle wax. The pillar flares with a flash of light, bright as the sun itself, then fades to darkness. The machine slows down to an abrupt halt, and when the last echo of its grinding cogs has passed, the chamber is still, and you are alone. From all sides, reality begins to bleed in through the memory, and you find yourself in your own skin once more, looking down on Theos' lifeless body. You sense a listlessness to Theos' soul, an overwhelming fatigue that hinders its immediate escape and makes it vulnerable to manipulation. You feel as though your victory has given you some kind of hold over it, and you are able to do with it as you please. Return it to the cycle. You will remember this, Theos. Remember that no man can hide the truth forever, and all you've done was done in futility. Your memory shall be your penance. Tear it apart. I do not envy you, Theos. I of all people realize the sway memories can hold. It is time you were granted peace. Banish his soul to Braith Amon. Theos ix Arcanon. There can be no forgiveness for your deeds, only justice. You shall escape judgment no longer. I'm not really the justice type in this playthrough. Destroy all memories contained within. Your memory makes you slave to your own past. Perhaps it can be undone, but it can be forgotten. Can't be undone, but it can be forgotten. You shall trouble neither of us any longer. Tear it apart. You cause me great suffering, Theos. You do not deserve to exist. I guess I'll just return him to the cycle. Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Some acts cannot be forgiven, it seems.
Yeah, fuck him.
A cruelty worthy of this man. Let him know the pain he has wrought.
I love GM.
Let his own choices be his punishment.
She's cool.
That's rough. Still, if anyone deserves it.
You can feel the pull of the intricate Adra capillaries that rise up from the depths below the chamber. Many are bound up with the great pillar and would pass to Wodika, but some are filled with the souls of the dead, bound for somewhere else entirely, and you know these are the paths of rebirth. Stretching your presence as far as your spirit will allow, you make contact with one such path, and between it and yourself you open up what feels like a long tunnel, sheer and undulating like the gullet of some enormous beast. You shift your focus to Theos' soul, clinging weakly to its vanquished shell, and with all your concentration you wrench it free and send it hurtling through the channel until it passes into the Adra vein and can be felt no more. In the stillness that follows, a single word echoes through your mind, a word you spoke when you were one with Theos in an ancient memory. You realize it is the word that activates the machine. The dog died again. Come on, Itumak, it's fine. Relax.
Hey.
Oh, I can't even take his body, huh? So what do I do? Did I win the game? I don't have any quests. All my quests are done. I did all the quests. This is the machine. With your companions bearing witness, you step up to the place where Theos once stood before his people long ago. The great machine lies in front of you, idle and ready. You have seen the machine and others like it in operation. You understand how it works. It is a device for directing souls. As a watcher, it would be a simple matter to influence that direction. Though as big as the machine is, it may be the last thing you ever do. This is telling me this is the end of the game. Speak the command to activate the machine. There is a shrieking of stone grinding against stone as old cogs loosen and begin to turn. You have only moments before the souls will be sent into the Audra Vein. This will be your only chance at redirecting them. Send the souls back into the reincarnation cycle, naturally. Return the souls to the bodies they were intended for. That's going to be a crapshoot, because I'm sure a lot of those bodies are like in the ground and shit, so that would be bad. Entropically disintegrate the souls, ending their existence. Distribute the essence to existing souls in Dyrwood to strengthen them. That's fucking weird. I'll just put them back in the reincarnation cycle. That seems like the most natural thing to do. Right? Let's just do that. Yeah. Close your eyes and expand your perception outward, taking in the immense totality of the tens of thousands of souls orbiting the chamber. Your grasp on the souls is tenuous. You find yourself fighting to keep them all within your influence. You can feel them slipping away from you as the machine gains speed. We won the game! That's a great achievement. Won the game! Not beat, not finished, not completed. Won the game. Thanks, game. A brief moment comes when it feels as though you hold all of them at once, and their force is so great it feels as though they will tear you apart. Thank you so much, Oxam. It's been a long journey. I'm glad it's over. In that moment, you dedicate your entire being to bending their orbit, channeling their flow in a new direction.
At your command, the ancient device became your instrument, spinning to life with deafening resonance and gathering up the swirling essence like thread on a great spindle. There, in the pale pulsing glow of the machine that set you on this path long ago, you summoned all your strength, focusing on your objective and blocking out all else. With a single concussive blast that rocked the chamber and sent you tumbling to the ground, you freed the souls from their stasis. Exhausted, your consciousness slipping away, your last sight was of the machine, dark and dormant. Then your eyes closed, and sleep welcomed you at long last. After coming to and searching for some time, you discovered the route Theos used to enter Sun and Shadow, and embarked on a long and arduous ascent back to the surface. You emerged in Ter Evron after days of tunneling through the rubble Theos had left behind, and when you stepped into the daylight, you were faced with a different Dyrwood than the one you had left. At your direction, the lost souls of the Hollowborn were funneled back into the churn of Barroth's wheel to find their way into new vessels and partake in the life they had been denied during Whitewind's legacy. Though parents of Hollowborn would remain just that, the end of Whitewind's legacy would bring about a spate of new, healthy births, with many of the infants bearing souls once meant for Hollowborn children. The natural cycle of life and death had been restored to Dyrwood, and with it came a renewed faith in the providence of the gods.
Well, that's not great, because they're all fake
Though
liars.
he had killed Lord Radric in his throne room, so strong was his drive to rid his land of Eothasians that he returned to life as a death god, a deathless crusader for his brutal cause. With the remains of his humanity stripped away, Radric came to see all the people of Gilded Vale as worshippers of Eothas, and one day he led his forces into the village personally to see them all purged from his lands.
Well, that's bad.
Gilded Vale was left a hollow shell, its buildings ruined, and its people slaughtered. Even
no, Zeb, those kids would not have had souls otherwise. Yep. So it's just one.
Lord Radric returned to Radric's hold.
So bad ending for Gilded Vale.
Keeping eternal watch over
big
his
bad
barren
ending.
Domain.
Yeah, that's not great.
Following the assassinations of Duke Avar Wolfgren and Lady Webb, Defiance Bay was thrown into political upheaval. In the ensuing weeks, the streets had become the domain of looters.
We may get a lot of bad endings.
Few dared to step outside their own doors alone or unarmed. But order was soon re-established by the Knights of the Crucible, who, despite their depleted numbers, had gained favor in the public eye for their role in the unraveling of the conspiracy surrounding Wydwin's legacy, and were quickly reinforced by returning forces from Fleetbreaker Castle.
Great.
For the Knights, their resurgence marked a return to the tradition as well. Having seen firsthand the dangers presented by dabblers in animancy, the Order quickly abolished the practice internally, preferring the familiarity
That's
of their
fine. If they
hammers
do it
and
in their own
filters to the
organization, I don't have a
uncertainties of
problem with that.
Essence and Adra. Their identity rediscovered, the Knights suppressed their political aspirations and began once again to train their recruits in the art of blacksmithing.
That's a good ending. I'll take
Recapturing
that.
the post-revolutionary ideals of Deerwood and regaining the respect of its citizens as a result.
GG, guys.
Though the machine atop Ter Noaneth had been disabled, it had not seen its last use. Heritage Hill was rebuilt, and no sooner had the first families moved in to resettle the district than members of the Leaden Key, acting under standing orders from their Grand Master, climbed the tower and reactivated the machine.
That's
the
stupid.
initiate slew a handful
What's
of
the
new
point of
settlers
that?
under cover of night, and
Well-
watched as history repeated itself, the victims reanimating and devouring the survivors. After this second incident, the district would remain abandoned.
So why did I fucking do the mission?
The Duke's assassination at the
There was no
apparent
thing that
hands
said
of an
end this
Animancer
forever.
had caused catastrophic rioting in the streets of Defiance Bay. But those who had escaped the melee and the palace hearings remembered the testimonies of the strange guest who had shown up that day and absolved Animancy, implicating the Leaden Key instead.
That was me.
The rumor spread quickly, and soon the popular belief was that the assassin had been a Leaden Key spy.
The thing you did happened again.
When the legacy
Sorry.
had lifted, people came to see it not as a sign that the riots had been according to the gods' wishes, as Theos had hoped, but as a confirmation that Animancy had never been the source of the problem in the first place. Deerwoodans instead convinced themselves that the riots had somehow purged Defiance Bay of Leaden Key spies, and that the end of Wydwin's legacy was their well-deserved reward. The rage against Animancers was quickly forgotten, and those who had survived were permitted to
Okay,
return
kind of a
to
good ending, I
Brackenbury
guess.
Sanitarium and rebuild it so they might resume their studies.
Brackenbury
The town of
Sanitarium
Deerford
remains
had seen
a
the last of the cult of Scab.
in flames husk of
Dark
it for
rumors
herself.
about the town's many curses
Just burned
quickly
down for no
faded,
reason.
and travelers soon returned. Abydon's renewal brought new vigor and purpose to a god long known for quiet, steady labor. Handicraft saw a revival in the Deerwood, and no smith wanted for an apprentice. Additionally, Abydon's restored interest in preservation led to redoubled efforts to survey Engwithan ruins. Animancers and craftsmen alike found much to study, but tensions with Aer Glanfath rose. As for Stalwart, the Battle of Caeron's Scar only strengthened their resolve to unlock the mysteries of Durgan Steel and build new marvels with the White Forge.
Cool, we're getting DLC ones.
However, Stalwart's ambitions brought them into further conflict with the Raid Serens, as more and more impoverished communities gathered at the border and vowed to finish the work of the Iron Flail. It would be many generations before the region saw peace. The Flames That Whisper clan found a cautious peace with Stalwart, particularly once the villagers heard of the aid the ogres had offered against the Eyeless. The clan moved back into the Russet Wood, and as Stalwart grew in prestige, the villagers formed a tighter alliance with their ogre neighbors.
Cool.
Within a generation, ogre traders visited Stalwart, and village hunters were welcome in the Russet Wood. Harmka's death had brought the Devil of Carrick little satisfaction. In time, her taste for vengeance soured. What replaced it was a hunger to feel something, anything, new. Summer had thinned the snowpack twice over when she felt the joint at her elbow first begin to stiffen. She turned her back on the hopes of animancy and civilization and walked east. She pushed through the mountains, past Raid Ceres, and into the broad plains of Ishamiddle. She had forgotten what it was like to simply journey, no goal or destination in mind. Though she felt nothing more than the steady thump of her feet on the road, the endless horizons and grassy meadows were new to her. She measured her time in the gradual rusting of her body and was satisfied.
That's pretty cool.
Her movements slowed, but so did the world around her. Waist-high grasses undulated and tacked in the wind, as gradual as the tides. Sparrows and blackjays made steady pilgrimages across the sky, each flap of their wings a solemn salute. She could hardly move when she found something she had never seen before: the ocean. With the last of her strength, she pulled herself beneath the water, content at last to feel the movement of currents and the constant caress of the waves.
Wow.
Free from the burden of her memory, Maneha soon left the gift-bearers and resumed adventuring. Now that she had a taste for the world, she wanted to experience it anew.
She also threw herself in the ocean.
Maneha rediscovered her zest for battle, extravagance, and romance. She kept her gaze on the horizon, looking from one journey to another more distant, from the lover in her arms to another more fervent. Hers was a life of excitement, violence, and passion. She moved too quickly for regret to catch up with her, and she hoped only that she might outpace it in the next life as well. The fortress of Cad Nua emerged as a bastion of security in the midst
But then
of
the
an
dragon that I
untamed
never
land,
killed came up and
becoming
killed
the envy of
everybody.
every thane and earl in Deerwood.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
Legend
thing.
grew over time of its impregnability, and stories of formidable invaders easily scattered by the keep's defenses became popular around the hearths of Deerwoodanians.
But then a dragon, though.
Palagina had gone against
Oh,
the Duke's
okay.
orders by inventing
Right.
a new trade arrangement with the Anamenfath to accommodate the recovering Deerwoodan market. With the Deerwood's people still weakened by Weidman's legacy, the Valian republics easily pushed their would-be competitors out of the market. For her outrageous insubordination and audacity, Palagina was banished from the republics. She traveled north in the Eastern Reach, avoiding Valian ports and entering the ranks of the kind wayfarers. Despite her bravery and dedication to those in her care, her strange appearance made her feel like an outsider wherever she went. Adair chose not to return home to Gilded Vale.
Good job, too, because
Through
it's
a number
fucked.
of quiet
Yeah,
inquiries,
it's all dead.
he soon found his way into the underground organization of Aethasians known as the Night Market. Ironically, in learning that the gods had been fabricated, Adair found his faith in Aethus renewed, and that his god was neither alive nor truly a god had become irrelevant.
Many of the characters in this
He
game
rose
are characters
quickly
in the
through
next
ranks
game.
of the Night Market
So
for his optimism and for his
this
bold
night market
leadership.
might be a big deal
His
in too.
ultimate goal to make the Deerwood a place that would welcome followers of the Shining God once again. When the dust settled in Sun and Shadow, Aloth looked upon the remains of Theos Ixarchanon, his former master. He saw where the Grandmaster had gone wrong and what would be required to undo the harm Theos had wrought.
Fuck off, Aloth.
With a flick of his wrist, he burned Theos's robe, headdress, and every other symbol of the man's power.
There's gonna be more, not on this
Never again,
stream, not
he
for a
vowed,
long time,
should
pal.
Kith live in fear and blind
Yeah.
obedience to an authority
You play
he
that
did not
game.
understand. Armed with the knowledge and courage he had gained on his journeys with the Watcher, he set out on the long and lonely task of dismantling the Leaden Key.
Dude, we have like 7
With the
more
Watcher's
characters to
goals
go.
accomplished and his own vows fulfilled,
I don't care about this guy.
Kanarua sailed back toward Rawatai, thinking on the lessons his travels had provided him. By the time he landed at Tekoa, he understood what his path must be. Standing before the Lore College, Kanarua explained that the tablet he sought had been destroyed, and so a true interpretation of the Tonvi Oratoa could no longer exist. The people of Rawatai would have to create their own. He described the many strange things he had seen in his travels, and announced his intent to pursue the accumulation of knowledge abroad, seeking answers to new questions. True to his word, Kana soon set sail on yet another expedition, and in Tekoa, his passionate accounts inspired many to follow in his footsteps. With Theos defeated and the souls released from Sun and Shadow, healthy children were born once again in the Deerwood. Pleasant and peaceful memories rose to fill the cracks in the grieving mother's mind. She returned to the birthing bell, unaware that the village nearby had become an empty desolation in her absence. Thus she began her tireless vigil atop the Adra, awaiting mothers and children who never came.
That's pretty sad, and I liked her
Durance
most.
continued to blame Woodica for the
Oh,
atrocities
fuck him so
of
bad.
the Saints' War. Believing Magrin to have been a pawn in the machinations of the queen that was, and feeling that Theos's expulsion had been a step towards reconciliation with his goddess, Durrance tried for a time to reopen communication with her. When only silence came, he took it as a condemnation of his continued existence.
Sorry, I read ahead.
Ultimately, he built a pyre and threw himself upon it,
Good.
using his own shattered staff
Fine.
as kindling.
See you later.
You and Sagani never found Persoc together. The Adra figurine had gone dark by the time they emerged from Sun and Shadow, and it was another month before Sagani finally accepted that Persoc's trail had gone cold again. Her search took her beyond the Deerwood and as far as the Living Lands. She saw the great coastal cities of Rawatai.
Yeah, I never figured out how
and
to
the
complete
ruins
her
of Old
quest.
Zalia, absorbing the details of these strange and distant lands. 20 years passed before the Adra figurine finally glowed again. When it did, she followed its signal to a quiet hamlet on the outskirts of Adir. There, she met a young farmer and told her of her past as an elder of Masuk. Sagani returned to a village that had forgotten her face, but remembered her story. Masuk greeted her with cautious warmth, and Sagani found that their ways had become strange to her. She also learned that Kalu had perished of winter fever a few years before, and her middle child, Najuo, had died in a raid. But she found her daughter Yakona a hunter and mother of 3, and her son Malak a builder of mighty walls. In them, she came to find her place in the village, and the familiar contours of a world that had changed in her absence. For you, the death of Theos brought an end to your waking visions, and a silence to the whispers of the past. In their absence, you were able to sleep. The questions of a distant lifetime ceased to trouble your soul. All that remained was what to make of the answer. But at the moment, there was little to be done, and the matter would have to wait. A long journey.
As long as it's the last scene, Zeb, that's fine. Whew. Yeah. Well, that was really, really good. It was a great game. My impatient ass was impatient and, wanted it over. There was probably another easy 20 hours of content that I could have spent time doing and really wrapping my life into. But yeah, we're giving Pillar a month-long break. No, we're giving it several seasons-long break, if not years. For sure. I'll probably jump into another long game pretty soon. That'll be Final Fantasy XII, so that'll be another thing I can complain about 50 hours into it. Yes, now we know. Now we know. And so far there's no DLC for Pillars 2, so I can just skip that part. Yeah, so Final Fantasy XII will be coming up pretty soon, and I'll probably pick some other, big game to go alongside of it once I'm done with the point-and-click adventure I'm on Techno Babylon, which will probably be soon, because I'll probably just play that the rest of the week until it's done. Hi, kitty. But hey, here's the thing that all games should have. I can make the credits go faster. Look how fast those credits go. Whee! Okay, that's too fast. Hold on. Now go backwards. Very nice. Comic books. Weird. Cool. Alright, I just like to see the thank yous. Those are usually nice. I know, it's nice though. I mean, some games don't even have a skip. Pillars of Eternity, The White March. These are definitely Kickstarter gold level backers. Get in my credits. Well, that came to say goodbye. She does. She knows the tone of my voice. Additional Kickstarter backers. Some regular ass Kickstarter backers. Fable punished you for skipping and wouldn't let you play after the credits if you skipped? Is that true? I don't remember that. That's fucked up. What a bunch of assholes. That's a lot of names. Look at that. I see why they let you fast forward. Is like, I'm going right to my name. That's all I want to see. Sadly, my name is not on here because I did not contribute to this particular Kickstarter or any game Kickstarter, although I should, because there are games that I'm excited about. Not the same save file. Just keeps going. Oh god, what level of Kickstarter was that? Additional Kickstarter backers, Jesus. Ah, good times. Back to the menu? Alright. Well, it's done. We done it! We did it! We made it through nearly 70 hours of this video game, and I enjoyed much of it. Finishing games, big time. We did it. We finished a game. It always feels good. I can add that to my list. I'm working on, what is it, 100 games or something? I need to redo the boss fight and watch the credits. Jesus Christ. But yeah, thanks guys for hanging in me and watching any part of this this game. It was fun. I complained a little bit, but I think for the most part I was pretty positive about the game. It is a really good game. If you guys are really interested in a game like this, I recommend you pick up this one. Yeah, but let's see if there's a nice folker we can raid right now. Hi Kitty. There she is. Let's see here. Who is streaming? I'll raid. Occasion. Bye guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Love you dudes. Should be back on later this week, probably tomorrow. We'll play some Techno Babylon and we'll finish that game as well. And at some point coming up, we're going to start Final Fantasy XII and another game that I don't really know what it is because I haven't decided what it is yet. But yeah, till then guys, goodbye, so long, good night.